Hello. Hello, hello, hi. Happy Tuesday. Happy Tuesday, everybody. I hope you're all having a normal Tuesday. Can you really ask for more than just normal? Like, I consider it to be a good day if nothing bad happens. But like, sometimes that means nothing good happens either, and that's okay. Oh, it doesn't matter what you think. Just kidding. These days, not at all. I'm sick of living in interesting times. You're like, can we just have a normal, can we just have a normal field trip? That's what you want. Tummy Tuesday. Hello? Who's Tummy? Not mine. I mean, maybe, but... Who's Tuesday? I don't know. Numbers, thank you for resubscribing. For 4 months. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Happy to have you here. You've been a wonderful contributor to this community. I've been very happy to have you here. I'm glad you're enjoying your stay. What the Kimmy doing? Oh, you know. Wednesday's long lost cousin. Wasn't that the name of the goth sister in the X's? Wasn't she Tuesday? I guess she was punk, not goth. She kind of dressed like Tank Girl or something. I don't know. Girl, your shoegaze is too loud. There you go. No, I know. I know who Wednesday Adams is. Did anyone have a weird dream about Kimmy dog roleplaying for like 30 minutes a few days ago? That's a weird dream to have. Why would anybody else have that? If you're all getting mass hysteria from my streams, I don't take responsibility for your mental well-being. I don't know what you're talking about. Let's stop playing with this. Welcome in everybody. Hello, Manic. Hello, Numbers. Hello, Warfare for Life. Hello, Brandon. Hello, Sempa. Hello, Knight. Hello, Mr. Pokelopes. Hello, Ori Pup. Hello, Erratic. Hello, Epic Earthbound. Hello, Zovataito. And hello, Mento. And hello, Yen Yen. Welcome in. Happy to have you here. Imagine having a Meowl as a sleep paralysis demon. That would I would be very happy to see that. Unless it was like pecking at my eyes or something, that'd be a little scary. I just had the usual Kimmy dreams. What are the usual Kimmy dreams? Hello. These tracks are like not all the same volume. Maybe I'm just going crazy. I'm a little crazy today. Ooh, crazy. Just kidding. No more than usual, just kind of like antsy. Life has been a little unpredictable lately, which is always like throws me off, you know? Hello Megamook, welcome in. I'm glad Kimmy is here because my inner demon thoughts were close to invading my mind. That's good. I'm here. La 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 la. You can't think. There's nothing going on in there. La la la. Hey Kimmy, what was the best dream you've ever had? The best ever? I don't think I've ever had a dream where I was like, I need to go back to bed right now. I don't think I've ever had that. I can't even think of the best dream in recent memory. It's a good question. Sorry I don't have an answer for you. Wouldn't you like to know, streamer girl? Yes! Cool backdrop. Thanks. We're doing laundry today. What was the best fanfic I was in? What do you mean? I have never published any of my self-insert fanfics. And I just bookmark the ones that I like, so. Hi, Semetsky, welcome in. Oh, I've had like 4 or 5 of those where I was thinking about it the entire day. That's good. Mostly if they stick with me like that, it's bad. It's a bad dream. I'm saying I do have them. Yeah. Did you write a fanfic about the meow? No. One time I tried to write a smut fic about Naked Snake, but then I just got sad thinking about his mental state. And it turned into like angst instead. There's no porn. Hello, spontaneous male pregnancy. Welcome in. How's the sound, by the way, guys? I feel like my sense of hearing feels off today, so I don't know. I don't know what's going on. I don't know if I'm well balanced or not. She doesn't know! He doesn't know what's happening. It seems good. Okay, yay! It sounds like spontaneous male pregnancy. What does pregnancy sound? Never mind. Did I have a well-balanced meal? Yeah. Yeah. Yes. Hello, Gravedigger. Welcome in. I had kind of a rough weekend. And I've been napping a lot. But, Hunter is coming home soon. I think sometime Thursday. And, he's gonna take me into town. And, so I just get some time away. And that will be nice to, touch concrete, I guess. Since, I'm touching grass normally, but we're leaving the forest to go to a place with, people. Thank you, it will be fun. A napper. Yeah, dude, I I accidentally slept in until like 11, and then I got up and did chores, and then I was like, I'm stressed out. I want to lay down for a second, and then I slept until 5. And I slept until 5 p.m. and I didn't mean to. It's okay. It's okay to not be having a good time all the time. I think because I'm dealing with something that's bothering me, but I'd rather be focusing on like you guys or work. I've been sort of trying to just ignore the emotions, and it's making it worse. It's not what you're supposed to do. I've just been sort of like ignoring them and paying attention to other things. And then I'm like, oh, as soon as I get time to alone, I'm like, oh, why do I feel so bad? I just gotta like, no, it's okay. It's okay. It's okay. Do not worry. I'm just talking about it because that's what's happening in my life. Please don't worry. Life is fine, and I am good, and I am safe. I'm just, I guess I'm sort of dealing with like a new hardship I've never dealt with before, which is fine. It's just been sort of weighing on me a little more than I would prefer. Why do I look so tired? 'Cause I'm tired all the time. I just look like that. I don't know what to tell you, buddy. Sorry, does everybody want me to put on makeup to cover up my dark circles? Is that what you all want? Start your day at 5 p.m., girl. Yes. I started my day earlier. No, exactly. Exactly. I know it's not what you guys want. I wouldn't dare. Mostly it's just because I don't like the feeling of makeup on my skin. Rather like coverage. Skin coverage feels bad. I don't mind. Eye makeup is nice. I like to wear it, but because it doesn't really feel like anything. The only issue is that you can't rub your eyes. Or else you smear it. Also, hello Rick and Max. And Tupai and Prax. Hello, welcome in. You look like you built the cigarette all by yourself. Do I? I think I look like I'm Kimberly Crane. Girl covering up her eye bags is like an angel losing its wings. Well, don't worry. They're not going anywhere. They're kind of here no matter how much sleep I get. They can only get worse, that's about it, you know? And sometimes it's, scary. I, like, look in the mirror and I'm like, oh my god. I look sick. That's just because that's when I'm, like, super duper not sleeping well. Hello, Tupai, again. Hello! Stop making fun of my name or else I'll hurt you. Sorry, I was in VC. I couldn't hear you. Oh, you hate me? I'm not invited to your VC because you hate me? That's fine. Emotionally or physically, both at the same time. I'm gonna tell you that I'm taking you to the park, the dog park, and then I'm taking you to the vet to be put down. So, you don't actually get to go to the dog park and you're gonna die. Hi, H-Doom Guy, and hello, Dark. Welcome in, guys. Welcome in. He does look sick. Sick as hell! Do you promise? Good for you. From Samsara. No. I think you need to go to the Has-Been Hotel to meet Charlie, and get redeemed. Same hand, I use my eye bags to judge how the rest of my day will go. Oh, it's okay. Charlie from Smiling Friends? No. Charlie from Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. Why would they be at the Has-Been Hotel? Sorry. My patience is short today. Shut up! Shut up about Charlie Kirk! Shut up! Oh boy, the dog park! My favorite! You were good at the dog park? Charlie's sins outnumber our own. He took over a factory. Don't think about it too hard. I'm in a marginally good mood today. I saw good news in the wild. Oh, how wonderful. In like personal good news or just in general? All they serve is dill burrito. That's not true. You know what fucking sucks? We barely ever see any of the has-been characters like eating. I'm like, I don't know if you eat, I don't know if you sleep. We only know some of them sleep because we get to see them in their jammas sometimes, like once ever in season 1. And the only people we know eat are like cannibals. Everyone's always got like cigarettes or alcohol. That's about it. Everyone's scrawny. Streamer gets excited to go to the dog park for some reason. To see the dogs, duh. I've never seen Has-Been Hotel. Is it good? No. I like it a lot, but it's not good. I mean, they can't die of hunger. Yeah, but then they look ugly. Charlie in her jammas eating Oreo cookies in bed. But not so many, she pukes in her mom's bed. Aww. Aww. Wait, we do get to see Charlie in Vaggy's bedroom. And at one point, Charlie makes a cake, like an apology cake for Vaggy in bed. Like the cake is in the bed. Hold on. Charlie Morningstar. Charlie Vaggy cake bed. But they don't even eat it! Sorry. I'm mad. What's the fucking point? It's really cute though. The cake she made is really cute. Their pet pig, Angel Dust's pet pig, sat on it, so no one gets to eat it. No one in hell can eat. They're all real thin twinks. We must fix this. Adam voice. I got a bucket of chicken. Literally. And it works every time. I love that I forced Fortune Cat to watch all of the Meet the Team shorts with me, and then Expiration Date, and now she loves the Scout. It makes me really happy because I also love the Scout. And sometimes we'll see somebody like wearing a Scout avatar in VR chat, and I'm like, look, Fortune, and she's like, ah. It makes me happy. Because our tastes don't always align. We are very similar in a lot of ways and very different in a lot of ways. And I'm reminded of like, I don't remember, it was sometime like in the middle of season 2. We were at the Has-Been Hotel. And I don't know, people were like being Vox. And they were doing a good job at like role-playing Vox. And I was like, oh my god, Fortune, come here. And she's like, what? And I'm like, I want him to pee his pants. And she was like, you know what? Okay. I can she like agreed with me, but then she put it, I don't want to like out her. I can out my own business, but I don't want to out her business. And she like presented me a different scenario, and I was like, no. I just want him to be humiliated because I hate him. And she was like, oh, okay. But you know, she's always very supportive, no matter if our ideas differ. Oh yeah, I'm a big fan of Germa. I wouldn't consider myself a big fan, but I like what I've seen. He makes me laugh. I've seen clips. Hello, Rubik's Noob. Welcome in. Welcome in. Welcome in. And hello, Squiffy? Squiff YouTube? Squiffy? Sorry, I'm just saying your name over and over again because I don't know how to pronounce it. What if we jumped up and down? Yeah. I did know this. Not just Derma. You're forgetting about Vince with Slapchop. It's like some aspects of him are Derma influenced after the fact because Derma streamed TF2, right? If I'm remembering my history. Derma is actually Jesus's alternate. Alternate what? The kids don't know about ShamWow. That's probably for the best. That guy, something's wrong with him. Hello, Warfare. Hello, hello. Nice streak. Mandela catalog. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Was that like a series with an ending? I think I've only seen a little bit. I remember, right, because it's like sort of like they sound like relatives or something, and then it's like, it's too late. It's still going. Oh, okay. Kids don't know about YouTuber. Hello? I'm not reading that. I don't know about that YouTuber either, to be fair. They woke up, that's the ending. Oh, good morning. Yeah, me don't know about analog horror either. There's a couple that I have looked into, but nothing. I guess like when I do get interested in it, I'll start to like binge watch stuff, and then it all kind of blends together, which is my fault. Because I know like if you're watching them as they are uploaded, then there's time in between, and you have like time to digest it and think about it. But I don't know. I don't really give myself that time. It's Nathan Federland's old account? What? Why? Kimmy used to watch Ben Drowned. I read Ben Drowned. Unrelated, but have you seen the ultimate streamer time waster interesting fun test? It's the hot new thing that all meat, mint, gobbo, myself, the hip trendy tubers are doing. It's extremely long. What is this? It's a test? It's a personality quiz? A very long, the unique traits test. Discover what makes you unusual. Do I need a test for this? Like I give you guys a laundry list every day. I wouldn't mind doing this. Maybe I will. Maybe I will. Is it a laundromat? Yeah, we're at the laundromat. Did you hear Big Slop video generator shut down? I did. I did. That's good. I hate thinking about why. I hate thinking about maybe they're refining the model, or that it will be used, you know, people use it enough to, I don't know. I don't like thinking about it. It's too expensive. That's good. Sora fucking died, though it's, I still don't trust Disney though. Kingdom Hearts fans be like, I'm yelling. I told you guys, I don't have like a sense of sound today. I think, okay, I was explaining earlier, I'm sort of like worn out from dealing with big emotions. And it makes it harder to mask. So if I'm weird or rude today, sorry. Or loud. Most video gens are money losers more than other things. I had a dog shit day. Let's all yell. I don't mean to yell. The first time I ever figured out that this was a problem I had my friends in middle school, they would tell me, like, we'd be talking and hanging out and waiting for, like, the bus or our parents to pick us up or whatever, and I'd be telling them about my day, and they're like, Kimmy, you are yelling. And I'm like, no, I'm not! What do you mean? It would frustrate me, and it was embarrassing, because I didn't think I was yelling, but I totally was. I also looked into it because I thought it was too good to be true, but it does just seem to be, it's fucking dead. Oh, how wonderful. But puts my tinfoil hat on. Yeah, but the government might have bought it, though. Wait. But where will I get my slop from now? You'll always have the gorillas getting sucked into tornadoes and animals. Hydro pump blasting old people videos that were generated. Yeah, there's like an infinite amount. So you mean that conversation we had today after school? Why do you roleplay that we're like school friends? It's not, it doesn't bother me, but it does perplex me. I guess when we met, I was in school. Have you just like imprinted that version of me? Don't. That's not me anymore. Ain't like that now. It's something I wish we had. Aww. Aww. I think about that sometimes. Like Fortune and I have shared this sentiment many times of like, we would have gotten along in school. We were weird in the same way, and we were like outcasts in the same way. And it would have been nice to have somebody else that understood what it was like at the time. Could have just stopped at why are you roleplaying that we're friends. I've known Manic Fan 64 for 12 years. I would consider us friends. Sorry that there are old heads mixed in. I don't know if that's confusing. I'm not trying to confuse anybody. What if we were all at school together? I'd ask to copy your answers. Because I didn't do my homework and then I slept in. Okay. Can I? Please. I'd ask, hey, do you want to ditch school and go watch... What the fuck was coming out when I was in school? The Hangover... I don't know. The chat would be called Kimmy's Basics. I'm not Baldy. Fortune is Baldy. Fortune is Baldy Loaf. Copies the 0-point answer. Nick 2005 welcome in. I don't know why I read your username like that. He's yelling without realizing a sign for something. I hate to tell you this. Yes, it is. But, don't worry. If you haven't been diagnosed with anything yet, it means that you have a threshold in which you can push yourself, and no one will notice until it's too late. I'll help you study any of the sciences, but no copying. Okay, that's fair. Just Nick will do. Got it. Just eat your Flintstones. I take adult vitamins for grown women. Okay? I order supplements online. That's how serious this shit is, okay? I take vitamin D. Me too. Because I don't go out in the sun very much. Those are adult vitamins too. I don't believe you. Algae oil. What does algae oil do? The dark web online? No, not those sort of supplements. 7 granddad. Is that... You're all freaking vine sauce heads. I gotta do chores to do chores, do dishes to cook dinner. This is some bullshit. Dude, it is. I'm so sorry. I'll level with you. How do the Flintstones make the vitamins less effective? Oh, they don't. I just don't think that they have the vitamins I need. I was in OG Vine Sauce when they had Chitano. It was in a website. I wasn't. Real ones are tutorial heads. Yeah, we like Alan Tutorial here. Chitango. Oh! I know what that... I remember... I know that that is a website. So that's it. Hello, Doggo Bunny. Welcome in. Welcome in. Welcome in. Okay. 25 minutes, 100% free, 80 plus traits. One time I saw somebody refer to astrology as racism for women. And I think about that sometimes. I think about it sometimes with, like, I think people just yearn to be categorized because it makes life easier. I miss old days of Vine Sauce. Huh? I don't, if you know, you know. Like, I don't know how else to describe it. The worst medicine I ever had was, wait. How does that fuck-ass bubblegum stuff in a pink bottle? Shit tasted awful. Oh, like Pepto? Yeah. Pepto-Bismol is good, though. I don't know about good. Claims to take vitamins, but didn't put more on her throne when suggested. I feel like I shouldn't be taking anything that messes with my hormones right now. Because I'm actively, like, going to the doctor and, like, measuring stuff with them, and I feel like if I started taking it, it would, like, mess with our results. That makes considerably less sense than MBTI is astrology for men. No. They meant racism for women as in an excuse to make snap judgments based on, like, an arbitrary factor of, like, oh, you were born at this time, I believe this about you inherently. You know what I mean? Smart move, TBH. Because I was considering it for a minute there. Okay, I was considering it, but I feel like it's probably not in my best interest at this very moment. Code Curia, thank you for the follow. Welcome in. Calendar/star racism. I don't like taking personality tests and zodiacs. I like to be me. I don't believe in astrology. I do believe in cosmology. What's cosmology? Hey, Kimmy, what's that building behind you? It's a laundromat. Some women be racist to 5'11" dudes. Well, I mean, the term itself, like, racism for women makes no sense because women can already be racist. Like, it's just nonsense. I'm honestly 80% sure that's something I read on, like, an incel forum. Study of the universe as a whole, it's what Stephen Hawking did. Oh, okay, cool. I can't really imagine. I can't put myself in the shoes of somebody who cares about height in the way that people claim that women care about height. Because most everybody is taller than me, so it just doesn't matter. So I feel like I don't really get a say in that conversation. Cosmeticology. That's cosmetology is what you're trying to say, maybe? Cosmetology is like hair and makeup and nails. You love doing nails? I should probably do mine. I might... Wait. Tomorrow is Wednesday. Okay, I'll be streaming again tomorrow unless, like, something bad happens. I don't know. Cosmology can refer to the science of the universe as a whole, but it can also refer to beliefs about the universe as a whole, scientifically founded or not. I see. Cosmogony, though. Sorry, I'm too stupid to know what you guys are talking about. Okay. Let me try to... Let me make sure that it's not super bright on your screen before I put it there. Let's see. Ah! Giant! We can put it over here. And I'll hide all my stupid stuff. And then I'll move over here. Is that okay? You can see? It is fine? Cosmogonies are basically the origin mythos for the universe in different... Oh, cool. Hasbin Hotel has a half-baked cosmogony. Wait. I'm trying to scroll. Trying to read comments and chat messages. Please. Okay, Kimmy, I bought Dispatch from the spring sale. Who do you think I would like? Malevola. Is that her name? The red lady. I don't know who that is. Meowology. Meowology. Study of the meow. Question mark? I don't know. I don't know who you would like. None of the girls really captured my eye in a way where I was like, I need more now. I was a bit distracted. Bimbo Bebop could stand to bake her cosmogonies a bit longer. No, she had like a decade to bake them. She just used the wrong ingredients. Hello, Absentia. Remembered my favorite wrestling story earlier today where Brian Pillman did a worked shoot thing in WCW where he fake walked out on the company and he convinced Eric Bischoff to give him an actual pink slip to work the dirt sheets, and then he just ghosted Eric and started working at the ECW instead. Is that legal? That's awesome. I like, one blazer for the gym clothes when you drew her. Oh, Bischoff. Okay. I like her too. She's cute. Also, thank you. I'm glad that you liked my drawing. I was thinking about that the other day. I was like, I don't know how to draw in front of people anymore. I used to do it all the time because I would just like, sorry, I'm like trying to, I'm crossing my legs and sitting on my legs. I used to strain myself working all the time on commissions, but now I don't. Between Malevola and Karlak, I think I'm developing an attraction to red women. Nothing wrong with this. Okay. Let's start now. I'm answering for myself. Which trait categories would you like to assess about yourself? Should I do all of this? Red is a good color. I wish I could make the window less bright for me as well. Yeah, do all of it? Okay. Why not? I don't have any plans. I do not like dogs. What the hell? I put disagree instead of totally disagree because I can be a little bit skittish around really big dogs. Because I got, like... My friend had really big dogs and she invited me over to her house, and then the dogs like were being jumping and playing, and they scratched me and bruised me for weeks, and it freaked me out because I couldn't make them stop. I do not find sexual activity pleasurable. That I don't. I do not feel strong emotional ties to any group, like political parties, sports teams, or I disagree. I somewhat disagree. I feel anxiety or distress at the thought of being touched. Totally agree. I dislike physical contact, like hugs and casual touches from acquaintances, friends. Somewhat agree. There's a few people I'm okay with it. I think about my own death or the fact that I will die, that one day I will die, multiple times a day. It's maybe like every week. Hello, Grima, welcome in. Consider highly controversial questions such as, when, if ever, should society forcibly sterilize adults? Oh my god. Should consensual sex slave contracts be legally binding? Are there biological personality differences between men and women? I think it's valuable when people engage in abstract intellectual debates about highly controversial subjects, such as those listed above, even when they don't fully consider the context and complex history involved. Yeah, but I feel like you should be considering the context and the history. I mean, it's good to think about. Yeah. I guess thinking about it is engaging in it. I would say, agree. It's always important to consider why you believe the things you believe and why they're important to you. I'm gonna, like, hold on. Because like, there's no point to all that. There you go. What is this test? It is the unique traits test. And they're good questions. I just didn't expect it. Imagine that someone correctly pointed out a significant mistake that you made that you weren't previously aware of. How would you feel about being corrected? Oh, glad. Well, depends on if they're nice about it, right? Glad. I peed in the shower. I do not. I probably did when I was younger. I don't know. I'm trying to be transparent. I'll put rarely, okay? I rarely or never act naturally and carefree. It's because I take baths, by the way. I should specify. I'm in the bath often, so like I wouldn't want to do that. I rarely or never act naturally and carefree about friends and acquaintances because I'm always trying to manage the impression I make. Oh, yeah. I mean, it's like there's degrees to it, right? If I'm really comfortable around people, I won't mask as much. I'll put somewhat. Because like sometimes I catch myself being a little bit too carefree, and then like, oh, I'm being weird. I gotta roll back. You be pissing or nah? No, because it would just make more work for me. Because I would want to then clean the bathtub, and it's like it's just easier to get out, I guess. If I weren't taking baths, it might be a different story, but that's not the case. So I want to eat food even when I don't feel physically hungry. Sometimes. Before I start speaking, I think about the words I'm going to say. Sometimes. When I'm talking to acquaintances, aware of my own facial expressions. A little bit. I don't really think about it much. I get told that I look a little bit upset, or like, are you okay? Resting bitch face, I suppose, right? Microwave spaghetti breakfast buddy. What do you mean microwave spaghetti breakfast? What are you saying? I've never had spaghetti for breakfast before. I'm not saying we're not buddies. I'm not saying we can't be, but I can't agree to lies. If I had a bathtub worth taking baths in, I would take baths. Alas. I'm assuming leftovers. Oh, I don't make spaghetti. That's a lot of dishes you have to do. And it stains Tupperware. I scored in the top 1% for several of the disorders this test diagnosed me with. I'm gonna get diagnosed! Also, that's okay. It's okay to be a little disordered. I do not enjoy listening to music. Insane. I often struggle to identify exactly what emotion or emotions I'm feeling. Even this used to be the case, but I paid a nice lady to teach me how. So I will put, I somewhat disagree. It still trips me up sometimes. I often have trouble finding the right words to express how I feel. I disagree. It depends on how much sleep I get. I do not experience sexual attraction at all. I might find somebody good looking. It's like admiring art. I don't feel any urge to sexually engage with them. I don't know. I don't think about real people this way very often. Kimmy, do you fuck? Kimmy fucks. I don't know. Are you able to hear sounds on your device? Yeah. Are they gonna play sounds at me? I'm scared. I limp in, whining, missing a tooth. Are you okay? What'd that strap do? I don't know. Collects dust in my drawer. What the hell? Why are you sad? That's rude. Okay. I experience a pleasant tingling sensation on my scalp or spine in response to certain gentle stimuli, such as soft whispering. Yeah! Yeah! Oh. What? Yay! Wait, I gotta turn off the music, right? So I can listen to the sensory slug. Nah. Yeah, there you go. I put, calm or happy, but no tingling. I didn't get any. None today. Happy Kimmy face. Saddest favorite story, strap collecting dust. It's fine. I wanted slugs. Here, I can... I listen to ASMR a lot. But I have this for play, because I like to play. Try to imagine the sound of a familiar song, like someone singing Happy Birthday or White Christmas, as clearly as you can. How clearly do you hear the song in your mind? Okay, well, there's already music playing, but, it clearly, like, it's actually playing. Wait, so do people with no mind's eye, do they struggle to recall sounds as well? Huh. Interesting. I can also play music in my head. Of course, sometimes I, like, don't know the whole song, so I just end up looping specific parts. It's usually not voluntary, like, it's usually just happening. Whether I like it or not. As a music-making person, it's hard to not to construct music in my head when I think of a song. Yeah, totally. I understand. Things happen in my day that are different from what I expected. I have a difficult time adjusting to that. Totally agree. That's me today. I often take things too literally, or I miss subtle forms of communication, like facial expressions, body language, and tone of voice. Agree. I'm usually... I instead of strongly agree, I put just agree, because I think that I study expressions a lot with, like, art. It's, like, people and human expression are some of my favorite things to draw, so I feel like I more or less understand, like facial expression and body language can definitely supply context that I maybe wouldn't have picked up on otherwise. I think it's really funny when I can walk away from a song and have it playing in my head, and I come back and the actual song is exactly where it is in my head. Dude, nice! I've been improving at not getting fucked up over stuff happening during my day. Good, I'm glad. It's a struggle, but, like, it doesn't ruin my day. It's just hard. I give it 2, but it's only when it's relative to me, and my brain tricks me into thinking the absolute worst meaning behind something. No! With other people, I almost never misinterpret things. You must increase confidence now. Having complete aphantasia, I do have a decent auditory imagination. Oh, nice! Good, okay, that's interesting. Why are we soul reading Kimmy through this again? IDK. Oh, I'm, cause it's fun. I'm unusually sensitive to sensory inputs, like sounds, lights, patterns, textures. Agree. People say that my face or tone of voice is flat, or that I seem emotionally distant. Used to a lot, but not as much now. I'm gonna take a quick break, and then we can keep working on this, okay? Because the ad's about to play, and I need to get up and pace around. So I will be right back. We're back. We're back. We're back. Hello. Hi. Okay. Let's continue. Also, hello, Dual Viper, and Nachon Stamos, and Eterna, thank you for being here today. I struggle to keep a conversation going with strangers and acquaintances, even when I want to connect with them. Depends on how well I know them, what I know about them, if they can keep up their side, right? Because if it's just me doing all the work, it's gonna be hard. I say disagree. I actually love striking up conversation with strangers. And I yap at you guys. I yap at nobody in particular for hours, so I think I'm okay at it. No one can keep up with Kimmy. That's not true. The BRB music went hard. It's a good playlist. 3 hours of shoegaze, instrumental mix / playlist. Here you go. I'm new here. What's happening? Hello, girl. Welcome in. I'm doing a personality quiz. I struggle to form or maintain relationships like friendships and romantic connections. I disagree. Well, no, I disagree. I'm okay with talking to strangers because I don't have to worry about meeting them again. True. That does make it easier. Amy, can you link this quiz? Yup. These tests are too vague for me. It's okay. I just get lost in the weeds. Is that the right term? I don't know. I repeat certain movements, phrases, or actions over and over. Yeah. Rocking back and forth in my chair right now, maybe. I'm rocking back and forth in my chair and gripping a bottle cap so hard that it hurts my hand on purpose. Yes. I think that's right. I obsessively learn about or collect information about specific topics. I don't know about obsessively. The way that I fixate on stuff is like, it's obsessive in the sense that I can't always turn it off, and like it will take precedent over important things and it will infiltrate every aspect of my life, but that doesn't mean I'm constantly like learning about it. I'm just thinking about it. I was doing mafia research. Well, that was too not as much mafia research as I could have done. I could have learned a lot more, you know. I would say somewhat agree. I only feel sexual attraction after forming an emotional or intellectual bond with somebody. No. When thinking about your life, do you tend to focus more on the past or the future? If you've got 1 foot in the past and 1 foot in the future, you're pissing on today. Equal. During a typical random moment on a typical day, I'm usually experiencing this number of emotions simultaneously. Oh. Feeling sad and angry simultaneously counts as 2. Oh. Yeah, 2, I guess. All I know about the mafia is that if you're in the mob, your wife will become a lesbian. That's not what happened! Some people are into pissing on today, Kimmy. That's fine. When I'm falling asleep, but not yet asleep, I vividly see, hear, or feel things that aren't actually there. Yeah, often. You know, like when your heart is beating and it sort of like moves your body slightly so it feels like the bed is shaking? That used to freak me out when I was younger. And I hear like voices right before I'm falling asleep. I always hear just like distant talking or like one like random loud noise. Yeah, I see the dog hit me from last stream as my sleep paralysis demon. Literally, why would a dog be your sleep paralysis demon? I'm indifferent to the flavors of the food I eat. I don't really... No! Disagree. Totally disagree. When I'm moved by extreme beauty, like music, art, scenery, I feel physical reactions such as goosebumps, shivers, and chills down my spine. I get physical reactions, but like, it's more like overwhelmed with emotion and it makes me cry. But I guess sometimes, like, I do feel that way about good art and beautiful experiences, but I thought there was something about seeing a black dog, like in English folklore. Oh, I have no idea. She says, ignoring that smile dog was one of the biggest creepypastas online. Wait! I was really scared of Smile Dog in middle school. Like, I would go to school and still be, like, unnerved. Because I don't know, stay up late reading creepypasta or read it before school, and then I'd come into school freaked out. Same in hindsight, it kind of sucks. Oh, it's like the idea of Smile Dog is like cool. It's just like a campfire story. Haunted picture story. The more details added to it, the less scary it is. I feel irritated or anxious when I hear repetitive or specific everyday sounds. Yes. Except for when I'm doing it. Then it's fine. So I'll put agree. Oh, wait. Okay. Please listen to the 10-second audio clip below, which contains the sound of somebody eat. No! Why? I don't want to do that! I hate that. I don't even want to hear it. I know it's gonna make me feel bad. It's quiet. I'm not playing it. I'm not playing it. I don't want to hear it. I don't even want to like play. I'm just gonna put extremely uncomfortable. Coward, fuck you. Why would I make myself grossed out on purpose? I don't know if it actually bothered me that much, but the idea of it bothers me, and I know that it has in the past bothered me to the point of like needing to leave the room, so. Scary stories never really got to me, except one Stephen King short story I can't remember the name of. SMH, I thought you liked LABs. That's not the same! It's not the same. I do not hear a voice in my head when I'm thinking. Okay. So I've thought about this before. People talk about, like, NPCs or whatever. Or also just, like, a discussion I remember having with, like, childhood friends about, like, the way their thought processes happen. And I remember being very confused by people saying that they talk to themselves in their head all the time. They're always having a conversation considering how they feel and like, talking about how they feel and what they're experiencing while it's happening. And I was like, this seems strange because I feel, can't you just intrinsically feel what you're experiencing without having to think about it verbally? There are many things, you know, words fail to describe, many experiences that don't need to be put into words. I can feel hungry and understand that I feel hungry without thinking I am hungry. I don't need words to be introspective, but I can make it happen, and I do, like when I'm reading aloud to myself. Yeah, but higher level abstraction is better for greater emotional control. Elaborate on that, please. Words are downstream of thoughts and feelings. Words are made from thought. Right! But the words aren't coming first for me, usually. So, but I do, if I want to hear a voice in my head, I can make it happen. And it probably does happen without me considering it very often. I'll just put a middle answer, sorry. Metacognition? Am I experiencing metacognition? When I read silently, I typically do not hear the words spoken in my head. Oh, I disagree. I'm reading them aloud or reading them in character voices in my head. For some reason, certain sensations trigger experiences in different sense. For example, they might experience letters, words, or numbers as having specific colors. Oh, they're talking about synesthesia. See colors or shapes when hearing music. Visualize sequences, like numbers or days of the week, as arranged in a specific location in space. Certain sensations consistently trigger a different sense for me. Totally agree. We've talked about my synesthesia before. How do you usually feel when you see clusters of small holes or irregular patterns, such as lotus seed pod, honeycomb, coral formations? I'm fine. Comfortable, I find them pleasant. No, they don't affect me. I'm not going to show the picture just in case it does freak some of you guys out. Some people would be like, I have this horrible phobia, and then they send pictures of skin, of like human skin with holes in it, and I'm like, how would that not freak anybody out? Like, of course that's scary. What are you talking about? But like, just like a, I don't know, honeycomb, it doesn't freak me out. I'm always giving the characters in the stories or post on the computer little voices in my head. Yeah! Like, you can know how you feel instantly, but to simulate how this feeling interacts with others and what will happen in the near future, you gotta have higher level of internal communication. It makes it easier to process how to feel and how to act. Okay. I do have this, but it's typically for situations like I have to slow myself down, and I sort of have a script I'm following that's running me through the steps of how to decipher like what's going on, how to figure it out, and what to do if it's a situation that, you know, requires more thought. Wallpapering one's home with lotus pods. Wait. Oh yeah, neutral. Sorry. Sometimes I have trouble reading really descriptive prose, only because I start to visualize the actual scenery, and that gets in the way of reading the story. Yes, totally. Okay. Close your eyes and try to visualize an apple as vividly as possible. I've already done this before many times. How clearly can you see it in your mind? I would say fairly clearly. I feel like there are some mental blocks that sort of keep it from being consistent. Sometimes it's more vivid than other times. I'm not bothered by physical pain, like holding my hand in extremely cold water, or feeling a strong electric shock. Neutral. During group activities like dancing, singing, or marching, I never feel a sense of shared connection that comes from... Actually, I don't. I actually really hate it. And I know that sounds, I don't know, nihilistic and like misanthropic, but it makes me anxious. I don't like it at all. Hello, Thorin. Welcome in. I don't like the noise. I don't like feeling like I'm required to be part of something that I don't necessarily care about. And I don't like chanting. I don't like stomping. I don't like it's loud. I don't like it. Hello, minimalistic approach. Welcome in. When I experience strong emotions, I feel them as physical sensations in my body. Yeah, I do. There's a specific sort of like lonely sad that I get a sharp pain in one of my palms, and I've felt this for like throughout my whole life, but I don't feel it every time I'm just normal sad. It's like a specific sort of sad, and I like have tried to look it up online because like, why is this happening to me? Is it all in my head? Like, what is going on? Some other people experience it as well, and they claim that it just has to do with like intense like cardiovascular situation. Like it's like anxiety messing with your blood. I don't know. I vaguely remember the answer. You know, it increases your heart rate, and then I think that somehow can like mess with veins, make it feel strange. It's hard to explain, and I don't fully understand it. Someone else who took the test I know felt the same way, so you're not totally alone. Okay. When I experienced, yes, totally agree. I do not identify with my past self from a long time ago. Who I was back then feels like a totally different person from who I am today. Yeah, but I still identify with them. That was me. If you don't take accountability and remember all of your past mistakes and flaws, then you might forget and not learn from them and become the best version of yourself. So it's important. But that being said, if you do take that into account often and try to improve, you can feel like a very different person. So I would say somewhat agree. Shit, no, maybe more than that, but that's okay. Everything seems pointless to me. Disagree. Totally disagree. On how many of the past 7 days have you been bothered by little interest or pleasure? What the fuck? I have to do this quiz at my doctor. Like 3. Must never enjoy life. Totally disagree. I struggle to stay focused on what people are saying to me often. My racing thoughts prevent me from focusing on tasks very often. How often do you have problems remembering appointments or obligations? Very often. Luckily, they email me and text me a million times, so... Do you feel pleasure in doing things? Sometimes. How often do you have trouble wrapping up the final details of a project once the challenging parts have been done? I'm usually the sort of person who does all the... And this is... I know it's not the right way to do it. It needs something I need to unlearn. I do all the fun parts first, and then the difficult parts are left over, and then I'm like, I can't do this, and then I never finish it. I guess I'll just put sometimes. How often do you have difficulty getting things in order when you have to do a task that requires organization? Often. They're diagnosing me with ADHD. This is what my psych was asking me about. When you have a task that requires a lot of thought, how often do you avoid or delay getting started? Often, bro. How often do you fidget or squirm with your hands or feet? Constantly. How often do you feel overly active and compelled to do things like you were driven by a motor? Sometimes. I avoid or feel very anxious in situations like crowded places, public transportation, or being far from home because I fear I won't be able to escape or get help if something goes wrong. I agree. I'm definitely a shut-in because I'm avoiding trying to feel that panic and fear, but I'm getting more comfortable feeling afraid, so I'll put agree. Even though it's something I'm working on, I still do feel that way. Ew, why are you talking about me like I'm a baby? Kills you, punches you, punches you, punches you. In the past 12 months, how many drinks containing alcohol did you have on a typical day when you were drinking? I don't drink very often. Chat, are we therapying Kimmy? Maybe. Hello. It's the best avatar I've ever seen. Thank you. Hello, Trippy Bird. Welcome in. Welcome in, welcome in. I don't drink. It doesn't, it would interact poorly with my meds. Yeah. I judge myself harshly based on my body shape or weight. Mostly I'm just like, why is this outfit not turning out the way I want it to? Oh, it's like the fit of the clothes. I'll fit neither agree or disagree. I can be like more harsh on myself some days than others. It's usually definitely just like I didn't get enough sleep and I don't have the energy to like put myself into a cute outfit or do my hair, and then I don't feel as good about myself, but otherwise I'm okay. I limit how much I eat, putting a lot of attention and effort into lowering my weight. I guess I've been doing that the last month. I agree. Which unit of weight are you more comfortable using? I don't want to answer weight questions. What the hell? Oh my gosh, this is rude. This is rude. This is a rude quiz. How do I... Where's the window? Are they gonna measure my BMI? Okay. 3 apples. Are you saying I'm yay big? I suppose. I lie to see or manipulate others for my personal gain or pleasure. No, it makes me feel terrible. I often impulsively take risks that could cause trouble for me or others. I disagree. I like to plan. If there would be consequences to me not planning, you know? I tend to have conflicts with people close to me that cause us to stop communicating. Disagree. It's not a frequent endeavor. Oh, okay. My relationships with other people are often based on what I can get out of them. No. I mean, see, I've thought about that before a lot. Like, I thought myself in circles about this where I'm like, okay, but I get friendship and happiness and communication and, you know, maybe a shoulder to lean on or somebody to relate to. I know I get things out of friendship. I know that it is good in life to be considered friendly. I know that you can benefit from this. Like, I understand their benefits, and so, and like, those are the benefit, like, but that's not, like, I don't know. I just like to meet people and have friends. Okay. I mean, that's not an issue. I just wasn't sure how in depth they were gonna go. Everyone does this at all times? Wait, what? I feel little to no guilt or shame when my actions negatively impact others. Oh my god. Totally disagree. I'm like preemptively assuming I've done something wrong. I'm just using you for friendship. I get into physical fights or assault others. Oh my god, no. Not at all. I guess I do threaten to punch you guys. Sorry. When I'm in social situations, like meeting new people or speaking up in a group, I often feel afraid or worry about being judged or rejected. agree. I'm getting better at it, though. It doesn't happen as often. Like, it'll happen, and then I'll be like, that thought does not help me at this moment in time, and then I don't think about it. Using someone for friendship is a mutually beneficial relationship. I mean, no, there's like, I think there's a more extreme version of it where people use people for companionship so that they don't feel lonely, but then the actual friendship itself is hollow. But that's not what I'm worried about. I told it I was 69 pounds, 5'1", and 100 years old as a joke, and it told me I was anorexic, but everything else was super accurate. I just hid my answer. Also, hello, Meat. Welcome in. On the past, how many of the past 7 days have you been bothered by feeling nervous, anxious, or on edge? Many of these days. Probably like 6 days, maybe. This isn't normal, though, I should specify. I'm kind of like being put through trials at the moment. I'm kind of experiencing the horrors. Everyone is taking the evil long test. Yeah, you can blame Mook for that. I avoid certain social situations because I fear being negatively judged. Again, like, this is all stuff that used to bother me. It used to be a problem, but not really anymore. I don't really care about negative judgment. It's more about, because, like, just being there is one thing. But it's like, okay, am I organizing the get-together, the event? I have to be, like, sure that people are having a good time. But that's also not true. I'm learning that's not true. That other people's feelings are not always your responsibility, so... Well, where do you think I got it from? I don't know. Rah, Kimmy stream. What's the test? The test is due in half an hour, and if you didn't study, then you're fucked. Welcome in, tiebreaker. I'm not good at organizing friend themes. Oh, I'm getting good, or at least better than my friends, because I'm the one reaching out and organizing get-togethers. I keep my distance from people. Somewhat disagree. I definitely isolate, but not all the time. I find it difficult to approach others. Somewhat disagree. Depends on the situation. I feel I'm socially incompetent, boring, or generally inferior to others. Oof. Geez, sometimes. Yeah, I guess I'll put somewhat agree. When I evaluate it objectively, I can see that I have fear or anxiety about social situations that is often excessive compared to the true risk involved. Totally agree. My fear or anxiety about social situations interferes with my daily life. Yeah, sometimes. In the past 12 months, I've had both extremely high energy / irritable and low energy / depressed periods lasting at least 4 days. Is 4 days a long time? That were much more intense than my usual reactions to everyday life. This feels like... This really does feel like meeting with my psych. We have these conversations. Not real. It's relative is the problem. I've been doing so well. It's not anywhere near close to rock bottom, but sometimes it gets bad. IDK lol. Due to my concerns about my body, that's presumptuous, I often check how I look in mirrors, compare myself to others, pinch fat on my body, or perform similar behaviors. I can be sort of paranoid about, like, my hair getting messed up. I'll check my hair. I'm, like, okay. Is 4 days a long time? Kimmy, most people don't have depressive episodes lasting more than a day. Oh. Well, it's, fine. I often feel detached from myself or my experience, as if I'm observing my thoughts, feelings, or body from the outside. I haven't felt like that in a long time. I used to a lot like when I was a teenager. I would look into the mirror and be like, I literally don't know who that is. I just spent all night talking to grown men about anime online. What do you mean I'm a teenage girl who has to go to school tomorrow? Who am I? What am I? I'm not a human. I don't feel like I'm human. I'm barely managing to be a human. What am I? I think if I had TikTok when I was a kid, it would have made me worse because of how I was feeling that way all the time. I don't feel that way anymore. I haven't felt that way in a long time. So I would say disagree, because it's not often, but it has happened. I feel more detached these days than ever before, but I'm also very calm with it, so I think it's good to be mindful of yourself and your surroundings and feel present in the moment, physically and mentally. It's good to take time to do that, but I don't think you need to feel that way all the time to be healthy. What if none of us are human? They just want us to think that we are. You can't be putting they in parentheses like that, white baby. I'm happy for all those people not wanting to paint the prettiest picture on their ceiling with a 12 gauge. May they have the happiest sunshiny days. I mean, I hope that that hypothetical person has a happy sunshiny day as well. Reality is awesome and abstraction is awesome too. Deep down, I'm unsure if there's a real me beneath how I act around others. Oh, I think about this a lot. Used to be a big point of anxiety for me when I was a teenager, but like, I don't think about it too much anymore because I have made an effort to understand and construct who I am aside from others, who I am alone, who I am when I'm alone. Used to confuse me. I'd be like, okay, well, I can like be happy and polite and normal around other people, but actually I'm really sad and I don't know which one is the real me, and I don't think I know me, but I don't feel that way anymore. So I disagree. I sometimes get angry quickly and suddenly. Sometimes. Not like real angry though. Like I get play angry or like, I don't know if I'm getting trolled or pranked, I'll like shout, but I'm not, it doesn't like, it's like sudden and then it's gone. I get extremely attached to certain people in my life, and these attachments are more intense than what most people experience. Sometimes. I would say disagree. I feel like I get attached a normal amount. I typically worry that my friends or romantic partners will betray or abandon me. No. My mood and emotions tend to change quickly, making it difficult for others to predict how I will feel. No. I am a very predictable person, I think. When I'm by myself, without needing to perform or react to others, I feel uncertain about who I am or what I really want. That's what I was talking about before. I'll put somewhat, because every once in a while, I don't know, every couple of months, I feel that way. But I've got to be pretty, like, down in the dumps about it, you know, to be worrying. I often eat an unusually large amount of food in one sitting, and I feel like I can't stop. Just disagree. Do I want to do this? Yes, but I don't. To prevent weight gain, I often use methods like vomiting, fasting, laxatives, or exercising excessively. Disagree. Wait, I guess I should have put, I guess I've like thought about fasting before, or like in the past. I haven't done this in a while. But like I used to maybe feel guilty. Like I'm like, oh, I ate really bad yesterday. I don't deserve to eat today. Which is not healthy. It's not a healthy way of thinking or treating your body. But I haven't done that in a while. I think the last time I was having trouble with like disordered eating was I went off my meds. Like I couldn't get my Adderall for weeks. Like in 2000, it was like 2024. I couldn't get them for weeks, and it was so annoying, and it made me lose my appetite, and I like wouldn't realize I was hungry until I was dizzy. And this is a problem because I just gotten my like full body VR. Everyone goes through a quote unquote fasting phase, I think, and if you haven't, it's coming, fucker. That metabolism won't think fast forever. I mean, I've heard good things about intermittent fasting, but I think I don't care enough to bother. I often feel helpless or uneasy when I'm alone because I doubt my ability to manage without support. When I feel that way, I make up a person in my head who's there to support me. So... And then it works. And then I'm fine. Somewhat. I need others to take responsibility for important decisions or parts of my life. I want others to do this. I don't need it. I would like it. I'll put somewhat disagree. I think life would be so much easier if I was a dog. I frequently experience the world around me as unreal, dreamlike, or distant, like I'm in a fog or a movie. Disagree. I know the feeling, literally. Mint love, hi Mint. Hello. Also, hello Vesper the Yellow Fox. Welcome in. And how many of the past 7 days have you been bothered by not being able to stop or control worrying? I really am like going through a very specific personal thing right now. So I guess like 2 of these days, but I did manage to become better eventually. Evil ass test. Bien Usaten. Me. On how many... Why are you calling me a puppy girl? Fuck you. I'm doing a big middle finger at you. You just can't see it. Because you're blind, and you're bald, and you're homeless. On how many of the past 7 days have you been bothered by worrying too much about different things? Like many of them. I don't know. 4 days. I hear voices in my mind that seem separate from my own thoughts as if they come from someone or something else. Disagree. You know why? What? But whatever. I have seen things that seemed very real at the time but weren't really there. Wait. Yes. I've had my mind play tricks on me when I was paranoid that I wasn't alone, and I would see things in the corner of my eye that weren't there. Sometimes. Sleep deprivation definitely makes it worse. I don't think I comically cut away. I was like, well, I never. Usaten have no such weaknesses. Radiation cures all. To be fair, you do refer to your beanbag as a dog bed. Yes, well, yeah, okay. It is a cushion on my floor covered in stuffed animals and blankets that I curl up on and nap in. Functionally, it is a dog bed. I simply do not have a dog. I have heard external voice. Wait. No, voices or sounds. I mean, like I said earlier, sometimes when I'm falling asleep, I'll hear like noises. Rarely, I guess. When I'm in a group, I have a strong desire to be the center of attention. Totally disagree. I love observing. I mean, I like to get a word in. Like I like to be part of the conversation. I feel like puppy girl, all one word. It connotes like a lifestyle I don't participate in. Does that make sense? I frequently use my physical appearance, like clothing, makeup, hairstyle, to draw attention to myself. No, I use it to make me feel better about myself, but... I mean, I guess it's like... I would like to draw the attention of other people who like fashion, and they say, cute hair, or nice outfit, and I say, thank you, and that makes me happy, but, like, it's for me, first and foremost, you know? I'll put disagree. Absolutely. Yes. I think I get the reasoning. Puppy life chose you. Can I... Why do I have to... I can be a grown dog. I struggle to discard possessions, even those with little value, and this causes so much clutter that I can't use or navigate through my living spaces normally. No. No. I often have a feeling that I'm a fraud and that my accomplishments are the results of luck or others' mistakes. Totally agree. I feel like that all the time. How many of the past 7 days have you felt bothered by feeling down, depressed, or hopeless? Oh my god, like 4 or 5 or something. In the past 2 months, have you experienced a significant negative life event? Yes, dude. On how many of the past 7 days have you been bothered by trouble falling asleep or staying asleep or sleeping too much? Many of these days I've been sleeping. Have I been feeling tired or having little energy? Yeah. Poor appetite or overeating. Yesterday I was struggling to get food down because I was feeling really anxious, but other than that I've been fine. Normal. I've been sticking to my schedule and my diet very well, so aside from oversleeping and sleeping in. Elderly dog, no! Elderly! No! I mean, elderly dogs are very cute. And I did notice a new silver hair today, but... No. Have I been bothered by feeling bad about myself? That I'm a failure? I've let myself and my family down. No, I'm fine. Trouble concentrating on things, such as reading. Dude, concentration's been bad lately. I've been not getting anything done. They're incredibly cute. Senior dogs are awesome. This is true. But I want to be able to jump up onto things and run around a lot, though, is the problem. I can't be an elderly dog because I want to run around in a field a lot. I'm lucky enough to have light blonde patches that hide my grays. I don't mind them. I just get distracted. I'm like, is there something in my hair? Oh no. It's just a shiny piece of hair. A shiny singular hair. I like doing things. I also like doing things. Have I been bothered by moving or speaking so slowly that other people could have noticed? Yeah. My friends picked up on it, unfortunately. I think someone else mentioned I seemed solemn the other day, but I was mostly just speaking slowly. Every time I find a gray hair, I'm reminded of how weird it's gonna be when my hair goes totally gray, because my hair texture mixed with that gray hair feeling is really fucking weird. Hair texture can change, with age as well. I'm not sure. Perhaps you'll have to style it differently. Pre-evaluation. Yeah. This is shit that I agonize over. Like, I get an email saying that I have to take a quiz like this, like once a year, and I'm like, I don't fucking want to. But I guess this is for fun. So it's okay. Have I been bothered by thoughts that I would be better off dead or hurting myself? No. In the past 12 months, I've had periods lasting at least 2 weeks where nearly every day I felt low energy and either down or depressed. In the past 12 months, disagree. I need constant admiration from others. Admiration, no. Approval, maybe. Neither agree nor disagree. My intake forms, literally. I believe I'm truly special and destined for greatness. No. I think that I would like to be the best Kimmy I can be, and so I make an effort to try. But I don't believe in destiny, so. I'm your special little guy. Fuck you. Fuck you. I keep trying to make things perfect even when I've gotten them as good as they're likely to get. Totally agree. I often spend too much time making sure things are exactly in place. Yeah. I feel frustrated or upset when others don't follow rules or standards as strictly as I do. Yeah, but I'm getting over it. Like, I've definitely stopped caring about what other people do or how they're living. Like, I've stopped self-comparison overall in the last year, as much as I can. It's like drastically decreased. But I'm still like, you can't do that. Oh wait, they can do whatever they want. Okay. And then I walk away. So somewhat, I guess. Hi, Mozart! I'm a workaholic with little time for fun or pleasure. Totally disagree. I'm making time for fun. Sorry I'm late. Never an issue. Always happy to see you whenever you're around. Also, hello, Rain. Welcome in. I'm very strict about following my moral or ethical beliefs, even when others think I'm being too rigid about them. Very strict. I'm often considering why. I guess I do a bit of self-comparison regarding others. When I feel like I don't understand their moral or ethical beliefs, I do a lot of considering me versus them, but not in like a angry way. I would probably, if I did something that I felt like was against my character, ethically, I would be thinking about it a lot, and it might, maybe there could be distress if it was like a really, I don't know, if I had to literally do the like the train tracks thought experiment or something. I would be, I don't know, considering it a lot more. I don't know. Hi, Von Klebo, welcome in. Hello, my GF said she would jump Rick Mail's bones. Yes! Let's go! Me too! Me too, hell yeah. Tell her I said hell yeah. I enjoy seeing your reactions to the things. Yeah! I'm glad you're here. I'm glad you're all here. My little ant farm. She said hell yeah. Yay! Welcome in, Yurmism. Hope you're having a good one. I find it hard to delegate tasks to others because I worry they won't meet my high standards. Sometimes. Somewhat agree. This is why I tend to not commission people and do things myself. More so I'm like, I'm not gonna convey and communicate what I want from them right, so it won't turn out right. I like crawling around and displaying what I find and make to everyone. I hope everyone enjoys it as well. Yes! I enjoy very much being reminded of the Attitude Era, of course. You make me take these tests for jobs and then don't give me the funny 4 letters. Yeah, I take tests like these for my doctor. Perfectionist artist, many such cases. Yeah. I feel a strong need for certain things to be arranged in a specific order or way, and I get bothered or upset if they're not. Sometimes. In the past 6 months, how many anxiety attacks have you experienced? So this is different from a panic attack, I guess. In the past 6 months, maybe one. Maybe. I'm thinking probably once. But I probably got over it quickly, because I've been doing very well in that regard. I often feel that people are out to get me, plotting against me, or spying on me, even though I haven't done anything to cause it. Sometimes. I'm not as paranoid about it now, but I used to be very scared about being, like... borderline felt like I was a targeted individual, but, like, it was a very brief moment, and then I just, like, rationalized myself out of thinking that way. I would say disagree, because I don't really think I don't know. The people I think about aren't, like, tangible, and they're not the people in front of me. I'm always on my guard against someone trying to trick or harm me. No, but I feel like I maybe should be. Disagree. Have you experienced a traumatic event, like a serious accident, assault, natural disaster, war, witnessing death or injury, losing a loved one, a homicide or suicide? Yes. Yes. In the past 30 days, how often have you either had nightmares about a traumatic event in your life, or thought about a traumatic event that you didn't want to? Sometimes. In the past 30 days, how often have you tried not to think about a traumatic event in your life, or went out of your way to avoid situations that reminded you of it? So I'm not supposed to avoid those situations. I'm supposed to be okay with the discomfort. That's what I've been working on. Trying not to think about it is strategic, though, because there's specific times I set aside to think about and consider things that would put me in, like, a bad headspace where I couldn't get work done, or it would be, I don't know, inappropriate to be having a, like, trauma flashback in public. Like, I'm like, there's no time for that now, you know? And like, I can think about it at this specific time, so often. In the past 30 days, how often have you been on guard, watchful, or easily startled? I am always this way. Often. In the past 30 days, how often have you felt numb or detached from people, activities, or surroundings? Very rarely. I hope this isn't... I don't want to make you guys worry about me. I'm scared. I don't... In the past 30 days, how often did you experience guilt, anger, or self-blame regarding a traumatic event in your life? Never. I have a little or no interest in having sexual experiences with other people. I somewhat disagree. I prefer spending time alone rather than being around other people, including friends. I neither agree nor disagree. My thoughts or speech can feel jumbled or stray into unusual tangents, making it hard for others to follow me. Sometimes. I sometimes feel my thoughts aren't my own, or as if an outside force or entity can insert or broadcast thoughts into my mind. Totally disagree. I believe in things that most people would consider impossible, like telepathy, predicting the future, or affecting events with my thoughts. Totally disagree. I'm a skeptic. I'm a big skeptic. I often feel anxiety or distress due to intrusive and unwanted thoughts. Sometimes. I often feel compelled to perform repetitive behaviors or mental acts, double-checking, hand-washing, counting, to reduce anxiety, satisfy a compulsion, or prevent a bad outcome. Somewhat disagree. I enjoy inflicting pain, suffering, or humiliation on others in non-sexual situations. Oh no, totally not. That changes everything. I never feel offended, even when people say things that most others might find offensive, rude, or insulting. No. I try not to make it other people's problem. Like, I'm very introspective about my feelings, about why I feel something strongly. But I've definitely been off-put by people's behavior. When I'm in social situations, I don't notice and don't think about the social status or social hierarchy of those around me. Yeah, sometimes it's a problem. In the past 12 months, how many times did you cry? Oh my god. 52 of about once a week? Yeah, I guess let's put like 52. That rounds it out. 52 times. How often do you find yourself feeling extremely happy out of nowhere without an obvious reason to feel happy? Rarely. Select all of the emotions below that you never or almost never feel. Anger, anxiety, depression, disgust, fear, frustration, sadness. I'm not an angry person. An aversion is something that seems contaminated. I'm not often disgusted by things. I almost or never, like, I guess these, out of all of these. Select all the emotions below that you almost never feel. I mean, I guess I feel fear. I just didn't, not to the degree that they explained it. I put 24. I was worried that was a lot. 24 seems like a lot to me as well. I know that there's a difference in the amount people cry depending on like how they're raised, or it can also be a difference of hormones. The way that emotions affect your body and your bodily reactions can absolutely change depending on testosterone levels. And I don't know, I'm just kind of a weepy person. Like, I'm a crybaby. But it's not always a sad cry. Sometimes I'm just overwhelmed by emotion. I'm still mad they call it a unique trait test. That's some false advertising. That's okay. We'll learn all about my unique traits. Almost never feel awe, love, pride, empathy, embarrassment, guilt, happiness. I don't know. When is the last time I felt awe? I do remember the last time. It was like a couple weeks ago. I found a beautiful VR chat girl. Listen, it has like, you can set it to real time, but I sped it up. It was like, it's a simulated like sunrise, and it was really pretty and really well made, and they had really nice music playing, and I was like, oh, this is beautiful. This is so wonderful. I want to share this with my friends. This is fantastic. I guess I felt awe in that moment. but I don't know if I feel it very often. I'm not sure. I think maybe I should go out of my way more to find things that are awesome. I know I'm allowed. It's okay. This is amazing. Kimbo visiting VR Kmart. No, that place is evil. I guess I don't feel awe very often. I would like to change that. I often obsess over whether my actions or thoughts are morally correct constantly. Oh my gosh, looking at the emotions in the image above, I at least occasionally experience... Well, I think we occasionally experience all of these whether we're aware of it or not. It's about how much you're paying attention to your feelings. I guess most of them. I feel an impulse to do the opposite of what is asked of me when someone without proper authority, like a stranger or friend, tells me what to do. I haven't experienced that in a while. No, not really. Puppy Love City, thank you for the follow. What a cute username. I feel awe when I think about society and construction and everything. Aw! Aw! Imagine that you worked hard towards an important goal for a month, but then learned that you could no longer achieve it. How would you feel? Oh, upset. But if I worked hard, I would feel proud of myself for working hard. And if it was towards like a goal that seemed an achievement that apparently could be taken away from me, I would probably learn something in the process. Unless like the goal was a paycheck. I guess moderately. I don't know. Imagine that you found out that a close friend of yours complained to another friend about your personality or behavior without telling you directly. How would you feel? Not upset because of how they felt or because they were telling it to others, but because they didn't feel like they could talk to me about it. And that they didn't feel like they could communicate with me. Like, that would make me feel like, oh no, like I want to be the sort of friend that you know you can always talk to me about if something is wrong. So I suppose moderately. I quickly and successfully adjust my emotions when logical reasoning shows that my initial emotional reaction was inappropriate. God, I try. I sneeze or feel the urge to sneeze when I suddenly see bright light. No. While falling asleep or waking up, I experience episodes where I'm unable to move or speak. No. Streetlights. When you see streetlights at night without glasses or contact lenses, which image best matches how the lights appear to you? This is because of astigmatism, correct? It would be mostly the right image, I suppose. They don't seem to be quite to that degree, but it doesn't look like the left image. Over the past 6 months, I've experienced a persistent and unexplained fatigue that limits my daily activities. Oh my gosh. Disagree. I mean, like, with the last week, yeah. When I engage in moderate physical or mental exertion, it's common for me to experience intense physical or mental crashes that will take me hours or longer to recover from. Yes. Yes, absolutely. Hello, Arsenic Signal. Welcome in. May I ask what this quiz is for? For fun. For figuring out my unique traits. For this section of the test, please make sure your screen has a high brightness, and don't use any color altering glasses or filters. Is my flux off? Yes, it is. On each page, you will have just 5 seconds to read a number inside a circle image. Okay. Yes. There's a long 5 seconds. That was 2. That was 5. Are any of you colorblind? That was 6. Wait. Flux, my beloved. Yeah, you're making numbers up. No. I wasn't. I was not making numbers up. I experienced sudden, uncontrollable tics like eye blinking, shoulder shrugging, facial twitches, head jerks, or we feel strong, hard to resist urges to make these movements. Rarely. This filter is making me feel colorblind. Oh, well, I did have a filter over yours. Sorry. It wouldn't be accurate at all if you were looking at just mine. When I'm sitting or lying down, I experience uncomfortable sensations in my legs, like crawling, tingling, or aching, that make me feel an irresistible urge to move them. No. Have you been told that you stop breathing or gasp during sleep? I have never... What's the difference between unsure, no one to observe, and never? I've never been told this. Confidently. I feel excessively tired during the day, even when I've had what seems like a full night's sleep. Sometimes. How old am I? I'm 30. I have high blood pressure. I've been treating for high blood pressure. No. I have a blood pressure checker thingy because of the meds I'm on can like cause issues regarding blood pressure, so I bought one to check every so often to make sure that I'm doing okay. Because like mixed with, I don't know, anxiety and stuff like that, it can sort of throw it off. But it's always good. How loud would you say your snoring is? I don't think I snore. Maybe sometimes. I'll say quiet. Arm pressure things, yeah. Compared to people of your gender, how would you describe your neck circumference? My neck circumference? It's average, I suppose. I find myself urinating more frequently than I did when I was young, especially at night. I haven't thought about it. I drink more water consistently, so I guess so. Hello, Goran. And hello, sorry. Taco Starved Beast, welcome in. What kind of body were you born with? I see. Okay. Some of the following questions ask about symptoms related to menstruation. If you're no longer menstruating due to menopause or hysterectomy, please answer based on your experiences during the time. Okay, sorry if you guys are grossed out by bodily function stuff. Yeah. It's very painful. I pain in my lower back, legs, or inner thigh that tends to coincide. Yes. Pelvic pain. Rarely? Experience heavy bleeding during periods. Sometimes. Experience pain during bowel movements or when urinating that tends to coincide with a menstrual cycle. I haven't thought about it. So I guess not. I'm a lady. Please type and select the country you were born. United States. Would you mind answering a few more questions to help us improve our test? Your answers will not influence your trait reports. No. Please enter your email address. Okay, hold on. I can say no. I can say no? What do you mean? I don't need email? This is the only button. They felt empty. Oh, okay. 6 stronger alignments. 13 moderate alignments. What the fuck is going on here? What's this? 91 traits analyzed. My moderate traits. Okay. Traits are most aligned with imposter syndrome, I guess. How are you supposed to know? How are you supposed to know if it's imposter syndrome? Because you could just be... What if you're actually just mediocre and you're just telling yourself, oh, it's just imposter syndrome and I'm actually fine. Like, how am I supposed to agree with that? Actually, I'm better than I think I am. Like, how could I agree with that? I don't think I'm not awesome. I just think I could always be awesomer. JD McChat, you got this too. Welcome to the club. Welcome to the stream. That's so imposter syndrome coded. Sounds like something someone with imposter syndrome would say. How do you know it's imposter syndrome is a cornerstone of imposter syndrome. Shut. Well, I'm getting better about the way it affects me, I think. Comparing your imposter syndrome to other people's imposter syndromes. We ask other people smile, but what if they're lying? What if they're lying? Or what if they have wildly different answers? What if one person hates me and the other person likes me? Am I good or am I bad? Fear of dislike or being touched. Fear or dislike of being touched. Yeah, I guess so. Missing some emotions. Little or no ability to propensity to experience emotions that are near universal? I don't think that's true. Well, I think I cut myself off sometimes. Like, if I feel like I'm gonna be angry, I, like, leave a situation that might make me angry because I don't like to feel angry, but I can still feel that way. They're lying because they're gang stalking you with birds which aren't real. Yeah, I know. Kimmy. I'm Kimmy. What if one door only tells the truth and one only lies? And what do you ask them? Why would I need to know lies? I guess to make me feel better? No, Kimmy does slam rage bait moments. No, like if it's a small amount of, like, frustration, it's okay. If I was actually mad, I'd probably, like, get up and leave. I feel like I just don't really let myself get to that point. Never experiences collective effervescence. Yeah, I guess not. White woman voice. Sounds like you might be a Capricorn. Ah! You were asking so many what ifs earlier, you know, so I was just... no, it's okay. It's okay, Tupai, don't worry. Moral scrupulosity. Obsessive guilt, shame, or anxiety related to moral or religious concerns. Yeah. I have synesthesia. Wait, okay. Traits are moderately aligned with decoupler, a cognitive style that isolates claims from their context or implications when evaluating them, decoupling, versus one that interprets claims primarily through their social or political context, contextualizing. Your score is higher than the moderate cutoff set at the 75th percentile. Decoupling may improve your ability to analyze logically, enabling you to judge a claim on its own merits instead of by who said it or why. This may reduce source-based and group-based distortions. On the other hand, decoupling may also cause you to miss important aspects of a situation, since context can carry real information, incentives, history, power. I care about the context. I'm a contextualizer. I feel like I do this, though. This is loot. This is a loot problem. I'm being read to filth right now. Stigmatism. I think this means I'm normal. I think I'm normal. I think this is telling me that I'm normal. Here's the test. Certified normal. Normal! Yay! Yeah, I feel like this is all pretty... Does it make sense? I got imposter syndrome, sees current self as a different person than past self, lacking a sense of identity slash self, avoidant personality disorder, 99th percentile, personalization derealization disorder, 99th percentile, and generalized anxiety, 99th percentile. Normal. I think you should see a doctor. I'm back. How did Kimmy score? I scored normal. I'm normal. No, you won't. Well, I'm just sharing my thoughts. Nobody has to do what I say. Instead, I will say, I've seen a therapist and psych for many of those problems, and my symptoms and troubles have lessened significantly since. So I recommend it to all who may be feeling that way. Shive mind. Compared to the rest of the psych ward, yeah, you're normal. Thanks. I am not a danger to myself or others. I want to... What time is it? Holy crap. Okay, it's 10 already. I want to play a game. It's pretty short. Maybe I should save it for its own stream though. It's called Blood, Flesh, and Concrete. It's something I played a few years back. It's very nice and atmospheric, but I don't know if I want to make it its own dedicated stream. I guess she isn't Bloober Team Layers of Fear Blair Witch game protagonist material. Sigh. What do you mean? Yes, I am! Yes, I am. Yes, I am. Yes, I am. Actually, I deserve to be in a better game. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what I want to do. Like what? Like a really cool RPG Maker game. Like Blood, Flesh, and Concrete. Little Usaten. Aww. 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 The game was awesome. It is awesome. I want to play it, but I'm not sure if I want to play it right this very moment. I just know I want to play it for you guys. Okay. We'll play video games. What? Your little thing. You're just a little guy. Aww. Aww. Let me see if there was anything I wanted to show you guys. Do you know cookies collect your data? Yeah. Close. 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 Adblock plus close. Okay, it's not closing. That was weird. What James video game? Me watching you game. Aww. Aww. I hope my depressed answers didn't make didn't concern anybody. I still think about when you called me reverse Nyanners because I made the little girl sound like Duke Nukem. Yeah, exactly. That is a reverse Nyanners, don't you think? Because that's like the opposite of what she like many eons ago would do those like Duke Nukem line readings. You for sure pulled a reverse Nyanners. Yume Nikki? I played Yume Suki over the weekend with Fortune Cat and Stacy Lamau and a couple of our other friends, and it was very nice. I didn't get to play for very long, but it was like an hour and a half of exploring together. They like took me there, like, here's where you find your bike to go faster. And I was thinking about it earlier today. I was like, oh, I'd love to play that sometime with you guys. It's more or less like when I was playing those Roblox exploration games where you're just kind of taking in the atmosphere and getting lost, you know? I like that. I think that's really fun. Where is Roblox? Why? Do you need it? Do you want to play Roblox on your iPad? Oh. Caught in the vintage camera. Bill rods. Thank you. For 100 bits. Thank you very much. I used to play Roblox when I was younger, like a long ass time ago. I didn't play it until a couple of years ago. Are you a Kimmy Chatter? This doesn't make sense because you're not pronouncing it right. That would be Yusaten. Yusaten in my book? That's not how you pronounce it. I'm Boblox. You need to hit up the Make a Movie game. Make a movie game. On Boblox? Perhaps I will. I have screenshot into your comment. I will save this for later. Hello, Static Void. Welcome in. Welcome in. Yeah, there's a movie making world and kids make insane movies, but you can also make them. I would like to see children's insane movies. Do not hunt down the Usaten. What the hell? Let me check my email. I'm going to take a short break, and get a snack and check my email. And then we will be back, okay? Oh, hello, Sam. Welcome in. Welcome in. Sorry, I'm leaving right when you get here. I will be right back, everybody. What? What is with all these meows? What did I come back to? Oh, so many of them. Hello, little meows. I'm. Oh, that's not where I want to be. I brought blueberries and water to eat and to drink. You caught us at a very meow time of our lives. Please hunt us. What? No. It's raining on the meow. For us? Yeah, you can have some. If you'd like. But they're mostly for me. They were frozen, but just left them in the fridge. Since this afternoon. Meow is such a good emote. It's cute. Line up. Yeah. I agree, Mozart. Also, Secret-ish, thank you for the follow. And welcome in, Static Void. And Mojito Spring, hello, hello. Let me see. Anything in particular I was wanting to show you guys? Maybe a video or something? I feel like there was. What was I doing all day? Nothing, I guess. Boring streamer. That's okay. That was a fun quiz. I think it's a little difficult for me right now because I guess we talked enough about the way I've been feeling that it's maybe okay to talk a little bit about why. I mostly just don't like talking about it because I don't want I don't want it to worry other people. But I can say this with full confidence that there's nothing to worry about. I'm stressed because I'm worrying about a friend going through a situation and how it affects our friendship. And it's making me really stressed out. But it's no one's fault, is the thing. It's just one of those situations where you just gotta be like, yeah, life sucks sometimes. And you just gotta grin and bear it. But it can be pretty hard if it's a situation you've never dealt with before. I mean, I could listen to a whole 4-hour stream of you just giggling. You're not boring at all. I don't think that means I'm interesting. You're not learning anything or gaining a meaningful experience. Well, maybe it, like, lowers anxiety, but I wish you could help my friends more. Yeah. I want to do Photoshop. New image manipulation program. Yeah. You should. I started playing Golden Sun last night since my friends are always like, it's a good game, Mozart, and it's okay. I really love the pixel art in the background. It's a nice little GBA experience. Oh, how lovely. I've had experiences like that in the past year, and like, yeah, it can be a lot. It's very overwhelming, but no one is to blame. I think you're funny, like a clown. Honk honk. Like that. I don't know if it's a good example, but we literally sat and watched you. I don't know what you're talking about. Everyone draw dark clown girl Kimmy right now. What is a dark clown except for a mime? Nice honker, thanks. I think having a pet is a very interactive experience. And you can learn a lot about it, about responsibility by having a dog, okay? And you have to practice patience and kindness. Every stream gets uploaded to my VOD channel. What if she had 2 honkers to squeeze? Shut up. SMH calling Pennywise a mime. He's not. Pennywise the Dancing Clown is not a dark clown. I mean, I guess, like, in the actual Pennywise's, like, performance, he did touch upon, like, sad stuff, but, like, he experiences tragedy, but then it's funny. You should draw a meow. For clown psychology. Oh my god, the whole 3-hour playlist played. It's awesome. Once not looping. No! There you go. I was more thinking of cute muted colors and a little Usaten gesture hat. Ah! Yay! Also, do you like all the iterations of Pennywise? I forget if you watched the TV miniseries and read the book. I have not read the book. I know about the differences between the iterations. I grew up watching the TV miniseries. I loved it very much. I didn't feel attracted to TV miniseries Pennywise in the way I felt for the 2017 adaptation, but after thinking a lot about the 2017 adaptation, it made me grow to like the miniseries Pennywise a lot more. They're just kind of like 2 different flavors, which is good and fine. The music's so not playing. Another Kimmy time skip. I'm glad you're enjoying yourself. Because it's more or less like there's the attitude, of course, the silliness, atop the maliciousness, but like silly can be different for each of them, you know? I did that whole stupid quiz and typoed my email. You didn't get the results anyways? I'm so sorry. Oh, the sleeper. I'm Dummy the Eeper. Okay. Oh no, my pen disappeared. Now I can't draw. Pulls out a comically large magnet. I will help you find it. Breaks your computer. Breaks everything with their magnet. Oh, sorry! What is this test for? You selling our info? Yeah, probably. Yeah, they're played very different. Tim Curry is very good at being both silly and malicious, so he was really perfect for that role in the time. Yeah! I agree. He does it well. A lot of people sort of... Pennywise fangirls, let me specify. Pennywise fangirls like to differentiate the two with... It's more of like a matter of maturity. Like, Curry Pennywise is seen as like a little more grounded in his behavior and his cruelty, as where Skarsgård Pennywise is a lot more like, animalistic, creature-ish. I like how the losers just kind of treated Tim Curry Pennywise as this annoying loud kid that they kept trying to ignore while he was doing his antics in the background. I'm getting the Pennywise art. Where the hell is it? My fault for not naming anything. I found it. Oops. I feel like that version of Pennywise was easier to sell in the early 90s too, because it was still kind of the Freddy Krueger era. Yeah! I like that. I liked it about him. Which isn't to say it's dated or anything so much as modern movie theater audiences just wouldn't get it. Yeah. This is not... apparently, a lot of people did not like this movie. I didn't feel that way. I quite enjoyed it. Longlegs had a nearly, like, comedic... he wasn't, like, doing Looney Tunes, you know what I mean? So he wasn't, like, fully Freddy Krueger, fully Curry Pennywise. But he was, like, being a goofball, being, like, a weirdo in a very particular way, and that was fun. It wasn't not a spoiler. It's not a spoiler to say that. It was in all of the advertising. What? What are you erming about? Weapons was just funny. Yeah, that was really good. But the villain herself wasn't, like... Something to see Longlegs. I quite liked it. A lot of people... I saw a lot of concern about, it... I'm just trying to be as vague as possible. It goes at some point from grounded to less grounded, and people don't like that. I didn't mind it. I liked it. Longlegs was good, but not great. I think maybe it was elevated to great by the fact that I felt the lead character was very relatable, and the subtext of what she experiences hits very close to home, and so I thought it was really good in that sense. And it has a bit of, like, religious horror, which I like. I thought it was fun. Also, I thought it looked nice, visually. I don't know what I would have done to elevate it further. I don't know. Oh, Katak, welcome in. Welcome in. What are you staring at? I wish there were really creepy wrestlers. IDK, the Wyatt 6 doesn't do it for me. Oh, yeah! I went to Universal and there was a Wyatt 6, like, walk-through maze. And it was really cool. I quite liked it. I hadn't heard of them before then. Soyboy Beta. Hello, welcome in. I feel like the merging of comedy / absurdity and horror is coming back into vogue, though, with stuff like Barbarian and Weapons and Jordan Peele's movies. We have, like, a handful of comedy people going into horror and doing really good at it because comedy and horror literally work on a super similar through lines. Yeah! And I wouldn't know. I don't think I would consider the character or the movies humorous. But the Terrifier, I guess the character is what, not the movies though. The situations aren't funny. And there's no writing and he doesn't talk. But the Art the Clown in Terrifier is sort of like supposed to be funny, right? I don't think it's funny. Like, I don't know, maybe I should give those movies another chance. It just didn't really seem like my thing. There wasn't enough substance. I like when horror antagonists are like doing goofs. Like, I love Freddy Krueger. I love in my probably, if we're talking like horror franchise, aside from Saw, I really love the Child's Play movies. And from the get-go, like they like fully lean into the humor by the 5th movie. But there is humor there from the get-go because the situation itself is ridiculous and humorous, and like it's like I feel like Chucky himself, everybody else is terrified, but he's like, this is a humorous mild inconvenience until it gets worse, like until, you know, circumstances change and he's like more eager to get out of the doll body. Terrifier 1 would have been complete fucking doo-doo if it weren't for Art's performance. Yeah. I think that the actor playing Art is definitely playing it very silly, which is a good way to do it. I just didn't care enough. He's a joy to watch, even though he's like the only reason to watch the movies. I mean, sometimes I feel, I guess, like some of the Nightmare on Elm Street movies are like that, where I'm like, I'm just here to see Freddy. The Terrifying movies just kind of seem miserable to me, because as far as I know, no one getting got by Art is really a character at all, beyond just woman in the wrong place at the wrong time. That can be fun if the atmosphere is right. I don't really think it does anything for me in terms of atmosphere either. I think they do try to establish, like, character motivation later into the movies? I'm not totally sure, but I think they still just exist to get murdered. Also, yeah, I like Chucky in general, though I think Child's Play 1 is my favorite in terms of horror and comedic balance. Same. Yeah, no, I mean, like, above all else, it is like the best movie in the series. It is the most well-made. I would love to marathon those movies with you guys. Sometime, I feel like we're gonna be doing like many movie nights in October. What did you think of the first two Terminator movies if you've watched them? I've seen them and I like them. I like those movies. They are stylish and fun. I like them. I really like the undertone of like trust and betrayal and trauma the kid goes through with Chucky. It's like kind of raw as fuck. Yes! I agree. And I love that. I love that about like, there's some stuff that was cut from the movie where he spent more time in the like asylum, right? And that's one of the scariest things is, to me at least, your reality does not match up with other people's reality, and you are seen as insane, and you can't differentiate the two, or what you are experiencing is reality, but other people don't realize. Like, that's really scary. I feel like it's a very Dickens-esque sort of situation to be in, and I was very attached to the that's not horror, but a series of unfortunate events books. Like when I was a kid, I was like, I fucking love these books. In a similar way, they were like constantly putting up with like terrible situations that a child would probably never be in, but then they had to, and nobody else believed them because they were just kids. It's intense. It's a lot to deal with. And it's really scary when the main character, well, I guess Andy is like one of the main characters. It's Andy and his mom. It's scary, and he's such a little baby. I love the series of unfortunate events series too. Oh, I haven't seen the show. Yeah, I feel like you really, really feel for Andy in Child's Play more than a lot of other horror movies with kids in it, because it super sells the kid's perspective and how isolated it is to be in that position. Yes! Yes, dude. And I hate, it's so sad, because I like Child's Play 2 a lot as well. Because, do I want to spoil it? I mean, these movies are decades old. I guess I'll just say, he gets put in a worse situation, and we see the same happen to his mom, where people don't believe her. To even in like an extreme extent. I mean, that happens in the first movie, right? When she's like, she starts to believe, and now she's trying to get the cops to believe her, and they don't until they're in peril. I think that's cool that eventually other people experience the same, and it's like, it's not so fucking fun, is it? Did I read Goosebumps? Yes, and watched. I love the show. The camera work and design is amazing. Oh, really? I think I started to watch it, and I couldn't totally. I wasn't really on board with Neil Patrick Harris as Count Olaf. Kyle Child's Play 2, you're an icon. I love her! I love her so much, dude. She's amazing. I don't care about spoiling this, because don't watch this series. It's not fucking good. She makes an appearance. She in the TV series, in sci-fi TV Chucky show, her and Andy are back as adults, and it's the actual actors. But she doesn't stick around. Like, so wasted potential. I don't like the TV series at all, and that makes me sad, because I was very excited for it, and unfortunately, I think maybe the more control the creator of Chucky has over the storytelling, the worse they get. That sounds evil, but I feel like he needs to be held back. In the same way I think Vivzy Pop needs to be held back. Like, listen, I like your ideas, I like your concept, I like what you're doing here. You're playing, it's not concrete enough. It's bad. Back. Hello. Kyle is so cute in Child's Play 2. Her outfits. And she's like smoking in front of Andy and blows her smoke at him, and he's just a little baby. They need it to produced and directed gooder. Yeah, they need to direct it gooder. Yeah, I get it. I feel like him having to butt heads with what's his name, the guy who directed Child's Play 1 and Fright Night, is part of what made the first movie so good. Sometimes you need a little conflict. He definitely needs to be working like with other people, or at least not the people he's working with right now. I mean, that show got canceled, so. I haven't watched the series. I like Curse and Cult a lot. I like Curse. Cult is about right where they lost me, mostly because I felt like a lot of the best parts of Cult were rehashing fan favorite portions of the series that has already been out. of the movies thus far. The show just gets too fucking crazy for its own good. Dial it back 2 notches. Welcome in, Ultra. Good to have you here. I agree. And it's like everything is all like voodoo is already going to make like the reality of your world. It's going to, call into account. There's supernatural stuff happening, but I think I just didn't like who it was happening to and why, and I felt like some of the acting wasn't good. It just felt like excuse me, oh my goodness. It felt like a bad show. It felt like a bad season of American Horror Story or Scream Queens. It wasn't good. Thanks for the welcome. I like this place's vibes already. Yay! I'm glad. Yeah, it's why, like, I love the 90s/2000s Chucky stuff, but went into my faves because of the restraint. It works in its favor, 100%, in the favor of the concept. Oh my god, don't even give me fucking... There was a reboot, or like, they remade Child's Play 1, but it was separate from the Chucky movies that were coming out. Like, Chucky is being made under the Chucky name, while Child's Play, I guess, is its own thing. And, they made a version of it with, like, Aubrey Plaza was Andy's mom, and Mark Hamill was Chucky. Anyways, it sucked, and, there was no possession, and it was literally like the switch was turned to evil. You saw the original Chucky somewhat recently. Nice! Oh, there's Chucky WWE stuff from the 90s. I think there was Bride of Chucky promo stuff happening. You'll find it if you look it up. I love spooky movies. Found out Paranormal Activity, the marked ones, had an alternative ending where they shot a demon with a shotgun in a church or something. Didn't make the final cut, obviously, but wow. I had no idea. I saw the Child's Play reboot. It was bizarre. I saw it in theaters and I was, like, mad. I was mad I wasted my time and money. Elvira was the commentator for WrestleMania 2. Are you into her? Yes! Yes! Are you kidding me? I fucking love her. If you want messed up franchises, then check out Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Oh, I was about to say looks down and looks at my Texas Chainsaw Massacre shirt, but that was yesterday. I literally forgot what I was wearing. Yeah, I like those movies. I also didn't like Mithrigan because I watched it and it was just this is just the Child's Play reboot, but the entire movie is edited like a trailer. Okay, the whole movie was edited like a trailer. I think I liked it because it was stupid. I liked how campy it was. And that's it. That's about it. I was like, this is stupid. Haha, yay. And that was all. And then I enjoyed myself because of that. Needed to see Chucky in wrestling singlet TVH. I don't think that's what happens in the promo stuff. Some stupid parts that made me laugh. I will give it that. Sometimes it's all I need. Yeah, I feel like there's definitely some Texas Chainsaw stuff I haven't seen yet. But Threegan 2.0 went too hard towards trying to be campy and then nobody really fucked with it. Oh, that's such a shame. What a pain in the ass. I'm just eating berries, don't mind me. I'm reminded of Chainsaw Charlie, when Terry Funk just put a stocking on his face and ran around with a chainsaw. Hey, if a gimmick works. I still gotta watch the unrated cut of Mithrigan. Only saw theater release. I like the sequel and its genre switch. I'm glad you liked it. I can't imagine what would be in the unrated cut. Like, what didn't make it? More gory, maybe? I like that the demon can theoretically be shot, that it manifests after a certain point and becomes a truly physical being that can occupy actual space. It's just transparent to our vision because of how it interacts with light. That is interesting. I like some of the Paranormal Activity movies, fine for what they are. Also, yeah, I love the first 3 Texas Chainsaw Massacre movies. I think 3 is the one I have not seen. I'm gonna just like look them up and I'm just do like a tier list so I can get there I go. I've definitely seen oh, I can't even tell what the I've seen the first one. I like it. I've seen the second one. I like it. The fuck? Okay. There's the origin of the Texas Chainsaw Massacre Leatherface. I don't think I've seen that. What the fuck does the Texas Chainsaw Massacre The Beginning? I don't think I've seen that. I don't know. I'm Mr. Tired for the evening. Good work today. Thank you. Ah, look at that little guy. That's me snacking RN. Good night. You have any thoughts on Hellraiser streamer? I like it. I've seen the first 2 movies and Hellraiser in Space. I don't remember which one that was. My friends and I would go to the Paranormal Activity movies, sneak out at the end, and then bang on the walls. Oh my god, you're the menace. 3 is really fun. It has lots of like action elements, awesome cheesy 80s thrash metal. That sounds like my kind of movie. The only demon I can't punch are my own. So is 3 just called Leatherface, the Texas Chainsaw Massacre? Holy shit. Texas Chainsaw Massacre, the next generation. 95! Oh my god. Hello? Maybe I should marathon these. There's another one. There's like a modern one I've seen. 2022? They made a new one in 2022? What the fuck? Oh, wait! Oh, I know this one. I forgot about the 2022 one. I know it because Trixie and Katya did a We Like to Watch Netflix video about it. And it looked like shit. It looked really bad. What is there? I've seen like an... Okay, I've seen Texas Chainsaw 3D. I like the main character's cute striped shirt, her little crop top. That was cute. That's, I remember just not really caring. I was like, oh, okay. Neat. And then I never watched it again. And then I feel like I've seen some modern remake of the original. Who made that? Yeah, I just remember the "you're canceled, bro" bit from the 2022 Texas Chainsaw trailer and going pass. I don't even... It sounds familiar. I did not bother watching it all. Oh yeah, the Legacy sequel where they didn't get the OG actress. I never liked that people tried to ruin the Child's Play movies for me by saying it wasn't that scary because that made me feel like they were taking away from how goated the series was as a horror franchise. I genuinely loved the fear factor aspect of it, watched it be genuinely scared. While I don't think they do not, like, frighten me, I appreciate and do notice the horror elements of them and why they would be scary to others who are susceptible to it. And I love them. And it does also make me sad when people are like, I don't like Chucky. Chucky's not scary. He's stupid. He's stupid and ugly, and he's not scary. And I'm like, oh, well, but it's a good movie. And they're like, no, he's stupid. He's stupid, and I can kick him. I can kick him. And I'm like, no, but that's like the scary part is that he's actually very smart and agile, and he uses his smallness to his advantage. I started watching VHS cool movies, love the concepts, haven't seen the past few yet. I think I've seen all of them. I like them. I mean, it's, you know, since it's an anthology thing, it's like there's maybe one or two that I really like, and then the rest sort of I forget. He does have abnormally superhuman strength in some scenes. It's voodoo magic. You don't gotta explain shit. Modern VHS is kind of the equivalent of watching somebody play a bunch of itch.io horror games. I agree. There's a couple good ones, some trash, some missed opportunities. Yeah, I would agree. That's about all of it. Does Chucky smoke weed? Yes! Yes, he smokes weed in Bride of Chucky. It's like a plot point. There's Bride of Chucky is about these two teens who are like in love, but they're not supposed to be together. And one of like the girl, her uncle or whatever, her guardian is a cop. And at some point there's evidence being planted in the boyfriend's truck because they're trying to separate the two, right? And so a cop just like tosses a baggie of weed. Chucky's like, score, and grabs it. And hold on, I'll get a picture. Chucky smoking weed. This this was my Tumblr like icon for a while at some point. Years ago. Look at them. Look at that. It's awesome. Dark Arts Fart. Thank you for the follow. Nah, Brad Dourif voices Chucky in all of the actual Child's Play / Chucky stuff except for the reboot. Yeah! I love him. Dude Weed! Yeah, but it's Dude Weed 90s. And there's a lot of like new metal, like alt rock playing in this movie. It literally fucking starts with Living Dead Girl. Like, are you kidding me? Yeah, he smokes weed. Yeah, he's Chucky, and he smokes weed. And in Seed of Chucky, he jerks off. And in Bride of Chucky, he also fucks. He contains multitudes. And he drives a car. With his child as a bonding experience. RVD is my favorite weed dude, man. Nope. Don't call it that. The puppet should have left him for a Gina Gershon puppet. Well, they mention it. They mention it multiple times. I feel like there's a lot about Jennifer Tilly's performance in Bound that influenced who Tiffany is. Like, her badass aspects. And I love that. I love Bound. Thank you guys, by the way, if you were here on Saturday, if you were in the Discord on Saturday and watched those movies with me, thank you. I love them. I think it was a lot of fun. I don't see what's so special. I also smoke weed and jerk off. I don't get movies made about me. Oh, he's also a murderer and a doll. You have to try those. Bound was fun to watch. What parts I could catch. I loved watching Mubi. Yay! Yippee! I'm glad. Man, my therapist being like, you're doing so well. You can graduate therapy. And now I'm like, Doctor, I have more problems for you to fix. She's gonna be, you know, she's not gonna complain. What do you think of Van Helsing? Like the movies? What? I think I watched it like... Yeah, I watched it for the first time a couple years ago. I liked it. I've only seen the first one, I think. I don't know how many there are. Yeah, I thought it was nice. They were the best movies I watched that day. Okay, yay, good. I'm a talking doll. Why would anyone movie me? Are you? That's on Sarah's Victoria. Ooh. Oh! I'm thinking of like movies. Oh my god, I love her. She's literally me. I freaking love Helsing. I freaking love Helsing. Racking my brain for real people. I was most terrified of Chucky in my life, but somehow had a sleep paralysis nightmare about the ring like 2 weeks ago. It wasn't too scared somehow. Wow. Helsing is epic sauce. It is. You have a 30mm autocannon. Are you saying that because of the stream? Is that what you're... I like watching vampire content. You can phrase it better than that. Helsing is edgy, but in the best way. It's one of my favorite anime, for sure. Literally me. Oh. The fuck? That's what she has? I guess she's not literally me, because I don't know. I literally just arm curled my way out of my most recent sleep paralysis episode. Oh, really? That's awesome. I don't know why I said imagine, I meant I remember. Oh. Oh. Also talking about Tumblr and slasher movies. I just remember this post going around where it was like... how like every single guy in sleepaway camp had, to put it bluntly, the gayest fit imaginable, and we need slasher victims to dress like this again. I agree. I mean, but that's just like summer wear, camp wear, athletic wear from the 70s and 80s, you know? It was like those boys had those shorts on. Oh, hey, Kimmy. Lays on a table. The table breaks. Are you okay? Hi. Welcome, Inspector Old. Gay clothes. Yeah. Can't stop thinking about Jim. Who's Jim? Bro. Alfina is posting about liking Victor Gideon, and I'm like, same. It makes me really happy. But now I'm getting a lot of Victor Gideon on my feed. Hi, Kimi-sama. Say hi to me, too, please. Hi. Hi. Hi, Puff. Hi. Jim is best, bro. I arm curled out of nightmares, apparently. That's beautiful. Men's wearing outfits that are hot, :3. Are we in a laundromat? We're outside of the laundromat. Yeah, she's going crazy for him. It's awesome. He's really hot. I don't blame her at all. He's very, very attractive. We need more clothes that are super durable. In this economy? You're gonna have to pay... You're gonna have to pay a pretty good price. Like, you're gonna have to do your research, because clothes often are not made for durability unless they're like specialty, you know, denim or whatever, or expensive clothes. Please don't put us in the washing machine. But you would look so cute spinning around. Ah, ah. Did you ever get into Siege? I re-downloaded it because they have Snake now, and I forget how many hot men are in this game. Siege? Siege? I guess not, because I don't know. Oh, Rainbow Six! No. I know it's full of hot guys. I've never played it, though. Sadako versus Gem Cell. Put that on the big screen. I've read doujinshis like this. What if we give me a swirly with the washer? That's fucking rude. Don't. What the hell? Just trying to wash my clothes. God damn. I have been buying Patagonia and North Face for basics now. I do not regret it. Absolutely. I still mostly thrift, but I try to get nice, you know, durable stuff if I can. Rather, I'm very careful about how I wash up, speaking of the laundromat. I, you know, don't dry things that aren't meant to be dried. I pay attention to the temperature and whatever, and I hand wash stuff that needs to be. I like North Face and I like thrifting. That's good. Hello, Tomic. Welcome in. I saw a construction jacket at a thrift store recently and I almost bought it. What stopped you? Do you already have a jacket? You don't need a new one, perhaps? Patagonia? The ancient supercontinent before they all drifted apart? Not quite. Would you rather be stuck underwater like in a submarine or stuck in space? Underwater. I don't really like either option, but at least I know I'm still on planet Earth. Me looking at the clothes tags. Ooh, I better dry clean this one. No, I just don't get things that need to be dry cleaned. Simple as. I found some really cool clothes I otherwise wouldn't thrifting? Oh, I found some really cool clothes I otherwise wouldn't thrifting. Okay, sorry. I was reading it wrong. Yes. Yeah, no, I agree. I love finding vintage stuff. Yes. It's wonderful. Stuck in her comfy cage with her toys. I love being in my comfy cage with my toys. What if there's epic sauce aliens out there and you get to see them? I don't want to be stuck. Except for if it's in my comfy cage with my toys. Not gonna lie. I've been Facebook Marketplace maxing, and I want to take my shorts into a tailor to get shortened. That's my fashion life as of late. That's delightful. You absolutely should. Have you found any gems on the marketplace? I saw a bunch of funny shit at the thrift store. I need to go back. I love finding like ridiculous, I don't know, things of the past. Austin Powers regalia. On thank you for the follow. No gems so far, but I got a lamp today. Ooh, well, I hope that it works and looks nice. Want to meet aliens? I would like to meet the District 9 aliens and kiss them. Wear their Hawk Tuah shirts? I haven't seen any yet. If you had a spaceship with FTL travel, is there anywhere you would go, like to see something? How would I know? Like, how would I know where to go? And like, aren't all of the observable things that we can see, like if I was there, would I even be seeing it because I'm like in it? Did you watch District 9? Yeah, I didn't finish it though. It gives a District 9 alien. Thank you! Bobo, me too. Thank you. Talk to a man. The war might pop the AI bubble. Maybe. Also, hello, Firecracker and Spike Bomb. Welcome in. I finally caught another stream in here. Thank goodness. Hi, Kimmy. Hi, Skysagi. Welcome in. The spaceship is supplied with near omniscient aliens that can perfectly fly the ship anywhere you would desire. But he only speaks in irritating, confusing riddles. Ugh. No. I hate miscommunicative bitches. Me specifically, like, I get to do this. In the scenario, it's me and the guy, and that's it. The Riddler. Okay, I do kind of like the Riddler. Maybe we'll solve alien racism with kissing. This is true. No. Do you like Men in Black series? Yes! I do. I still need to finish the most recent movie. I liked what I saw, but I didn't finish it, I don't think. Miscommunication sucks, but what doesn't suck is your background choices and the general ambience of these streams. Damn! I'm glad you enjoy it. I do like Men in Black quite a bit. Unless you're talking about specifically the animated series, in which I can't say I remember too much of it. Turns out kissing is an act of war. Gotta be careful with them aliens. I mean, yeah. I imagine, like, if we kissed and then there were alien eggs in my esophagus and then they hatched and it killed me, then it might cause issues with, like, alien-human Earth relations. The whole series of Men in Black, any parts of it. Yeah, I especially like, the first two movies. I saw the second movie in a drive-through, like a drive-in movie theater. What if you kissed an alien and put your eggs in their esophagus? You ever think about that? No. Ew, why would I think about that? Have you seen Mars Attacks? Absolutely I have. I like Britain's stuff, for the most part. Haven't been to a movie theater in so long. I've been to the normal theater. But not a drive-in in a long time. I would like to. Happy Easter, I guess. Very festive. Alien eggs are not the same as Easter eggs. I want a reason to go to the cinema so badly, but most movie releases seem so lukewarm for the price. This is true. I loved seeing Nosferatu in theaters. I loved seeing Longlegs in theaters. Trying to think what else I felt was really enhanced by seeing it. Oh, I saw... Oh, what's that movie called? Gosh. Well, I can't really say anything about it or else it would spoil it. Hi, Kimi-sama. Do you know Foo Fighters? They made the film Studio 666. That's so fun if you like them. I know a couple Foo Fighters songs that I like. What's the movie about? You said it's a horror movie? Oh, this is recent. Infinity War, no. Iron Lung was really good. I hadn't seen that. Hello, Diamond Blue Book, and yeah, Crispy, and Yuki. Welcome in. I haven't seen that movie Primate. I watched that movie Primate in theaters. I liked when the funny monkey attacked people. Dude, that's like the scariest. It freaked me out so bad when I was a kid watching 28 Days Later. Like in the beginning with the monkeys, that's fucking scary. I think I've heard more Weezer songs than Foo Fighters. Yeah, I mean, same. That's just because my mom was a Weezer fan and I like listened to her tapes and stuff. If I wanted to watch a funny monkey attack people movie, I would just watch Even I forget. It's like a single word movie again, isn't it? It's an alien movie. I feel like Mike Patton. I don't know who that is. Oh yeah, Crispy. Hello. Faith No More and Mr. Bungle. Oh, I didn't know that was his name. Yeah. I do. I like his voice quite a lot. I've never heard Faith No. Actually, maybe I have, and I just don't know. Weezer is Foo Fighter if they were good? What the hell? I feel like what I've heard from both of them are very different sounds, but... You're thinking of Nope. Yeah! Nope was really good. Yeah. We should watch that. It was a really good movie. I went for the first time in years to see Undertone, very topical movie for me. Was that the ASMR movie? What is Undertone? A podcast host covering spooky content moves into... No, okay, it's not what I was thinking of. Like a 6-octave vocal range. That's insane. I like A Perfect Circle and Tool. I love A Perfect Circle! Yes! I didn't realize how tired I was until I tried playing a game and noticed I'm having to read notes like 3 times over. You should get some sleep. Undertone felt like Skinamarink but for normal people. So, less agonizing pacing is what you're saying? Sometimes it's okay if the pacing is agonizing, sometimes that's the point. But, I'm not always in the mood for that, so. Some heaters. I've never heard that term before. Heaters. What the flip was I thinking of that I saw recently? Weapons! I saw Weapons in theaters, and I was like, oh, I'm happy I saw this in theaters. It was nice. I liked it. It was a good time. Not my favorite movie ever, but, like, I enjoyed it. There are parts that really stuck with me, for sure. I've had so many conversations with people about this, but chimpanzees get a bad rap. People used to handle them in fistfights all the time. The famous one that attacked the lady was like 100 pounds heavier than one from the wild would be, was on drugs, and the 50-year-old woman was his friend and didn't expect the attack. I did know that it was like a specific situation regarding the face ripping incident. Maybe that's insensitive of me to laugh. But I didn't know those were the exact. I'm sorry, you can tell I'm getting tired. I'm forgetting words and things. Did you know the band Tomahawk? It's another Mike Patton project. Probably my favorite of his bands. I don't think I know Tomahawk. If you're in the Discord, feel free to send some stuff in the music channel, and I'll try to remember to check it out. Weapons was fun. I saw the Mario movie in theaters, I think. I did not see that in theaters. Weapons was aight. Would have been great if the plot didn't end up being so simple, though. There was some stuff that I felt like was unsatisfying. There's a Discord now? Yes. You may join if you would like. You can get pinged for my going live and movie nights. Excuse me, we do movie nights every Saturday. By the way, sorry I didn't pick any specific movies to watch this Saturday. I think it will still happen. I just don't know what it will be yet. Thanks for Strom. Yeah, man. Thanks for being here. Our 3 picks are Sinister, Antrim, and Skinamarink. I love cursed films. Skinamarink is controversial, but it's just Sinister, except you are the one watching the creepy tape. That's my view anyways. Can we watch Dune? No. Maybe someday. I'm not really in a sci-fi mood right now. Thank you for stream. I mean, I'm not leaving. But it's well, maybe I should. I'm getting pretty tired. But thank you for being here. I love sci-fi. I really do. I'm just not in the mood at this very moment. Yeah. Excited that the weapons guy is making a Resident Evil movie. When the fuck does this come out? Does it have a release date? September 18th. God. I really liked Everything Everywhere All at Once. I liked it as well. We should watch Stage Fright 1987. I've been thinking about it a lot lately for some reason. Stage Fright. Let me see. Ooh. Oh. Whoa. Hell yeah. I'll keep it in mind. I'm gonna add it to my watch list. This looks interesting. We will eventually pivot into watching things I haven't seen yet. I'm just the sort of person who really loves to share what I like. So... okay. Add it to my watch list. I didn't find my pen. No! I'm so sorry. The Backrooms movie? Hello? It's not out yet, is it? Want to see at some point at any rate? Yeah! I like sharing everything that I like. It's so much fun. Also, if anybody likes comedy horror, please watch Hansel and Gretel Get Baked. I'm picky about the comedy horror. Like, a lot of the time it's very lowbrow, but like... I see a weird monster in a movie and I point at the screen. It doesn't take much to amuse me. It's gotta be a good monster though, right? Sometimes they're lame. Finally a decent Resident Evil movie. Hopefully. There's really no telling until we're seeing it, right? I'm really sorry, Mozart. I hope that you can find it, or it will not be too expensive to replace. I understand, but it's actually pretty funny and actually kind of scary. The woman who plays the witch is so funny. Will dress in my finest when the Backrooms movie drops. I don't know. I just don't really have any expectation for it to be good. But like, I hope it's good. It would be awesome if it were. Chucky rolling tray. He's in like a car seat. So ugly. So ugly. That's how Franco Barbie must look to people who aren't me. I've been thinking a lot about Outlast Trials again lately. Might try to play some solo trials for you guys sometime. I would like to play it with some ladies, eventually. It's like great value Chucky, yeah. He doesn't even have like the good guy. Yeah, he looks wrong. He's all wrong. Kimmy, how are you? Hi, Sensei, welcome in. I'm doing okay. How are you? How are you? It's making fun of myself. Sometimes I feel like I sound too stiff. I don't know. Thinking about my taxes keeps me restless. Oh, rest your weary head. I'm tired. perhaps it is bedtime soon. I am quite tired as well. I feel very over-encumbered by emotion this last week. Man, I love my mentally ill friends, but sometimes they are so mentally ill that it becomes a danger to themselves, and it makes me sad, and I care for them and I love them. And it can be very overwhelming, but it's not my responsibility to take on those feelings, so I'm just trying to, like, manage them. And it's wearing me out. But I'm okay. I got told I sound like AI when I was speaking Spanish. I was like, are you saying I sound too white? Oh no. Hey, pretty lady. Hi, Great Ninja. Welcome in. Hang in there. Thank you. I will be okay. All will be well. I'm a little sleepy. It's sleepy's times. I think it should be sleepy's times for Kimmy Spice soon as well. Got some Homestuck contents. I don't know this world. You are just like, you have infinite energy. You are always discovering and experiencing. It's delightful. Let's see. I want to raid the Cinnamon Twitches. Some Tomahawk in the Discord if you're anyone else interested in give. Thank you, I appreciate it. Always happy to be listening to new stuff. Also, Jeb Carmen, thank you so much for the follow. I think you should play a song by Tool. Beef Boss, I would, except for I don't want the stream to be compromised. I want my VOD to be clean. Hopefully it stays that way. I'll check it out and share what I find with the Discord. Yeah. Overlord Husk AU. I thought he was an Overlord. That's why he owns that bar he went to. And why Alistair owns his soul or whatever. I don't know. Like he stayed in over there. Oh, yeah. You didn't want me to deal with Alistair? What the hell? I thought he like lost a thing. I thought that's... I don't know. I don't know. Oh, like, okay. I understand what you're saying now. I see. Sorry. I was confused. I'm a little confused. Wait, Mouse Lord Slayer of Bingus. Oh. They're playing Overwatch, though. I want to raid them, but... Maybe I'll just do it to be nice. You guys don't have to watch Overwatch if you don't want to. I would like to stop by and say hello. No, I think it got the thing back. I got too bored of Has Been Hotel, so I don't know. You got bored. You got too bored. How could you ever get too bored of the singing and the hell? You know, like there's Hell and Charlie. There's Charlie and, you know. When will they hop on Deadlock instead? Great question. I don't know. Decisions. I'm the decision maker. I know a little about Has Been Hotel and hell of a balls. I talk about them often. Maybe not so often lately. I was a lot more when the second season was airing. Crying about losing my pen aside. Oh, I hug you. I hate that feeling. They introduced this new villain, Danny Doobad, and just did nothing with him. Bad writing, TBH. True. Maybe they're setting up Danny Doobad to be a slow burn villain like Loot. I'd like to hear about those things. Maybe someday. I definitely lost interest with Hell of a Boss because I don't care about Stolas and Blitzo's relationship. I want to read Koki. I want to say hi to Koki. She just looks really cute in her thumbnail. It makes me happy. Here's the raid call. Thank you guys for hanging out today. I had a really good time. I will be live tomorrow at some point. Probably 8. Unless I'm not. I will say so in the Discord if it's not happening. But I'll be gone the rest of the week. I'll be back home on Saturday, so I will let you guys know if I have the energy to do a movie night. You'll find out what we're watching that day. Sorry we're being super loose with the schedule this week. I just got a lot going on. Copy and paste that in her chat for me, please, and be very polite, and have a wonderful rest of your evening, everybody. Good night. Good night. I'll see you